It's beginning. It's beginning. It's beginning to look a lot like Zooter. It's beginning to look a lot like Zooter here on ZSR. So if you're willing to, please subscribe. You're in for a good time here on ZSR. So if you're willing to, please subscribe. You're in for a good time here on ZSR. Ba-dum-bum. Howdy, hey, and welcome to ZSR, everybody.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, a reprise from last year, slightly modified. But welcome. I'm August 40th, joined by Jason and Elgatua. We are here for the second race here of the brackets of the Zooter tournament. Hope everyone's happy. SPT Kira, you might want to go rewind that bod. Just saying.
I mean, now we'll have it forever.
Forever and ever.
Oh, Rover!
Unfortunately, it looks like Elgatua is having a bit of technical difficulties, but we'll get that sorted out. But welcome, everybody. We got some random scrub named ATZ, Anatomy Z's over there, and versus KillerApp23. It's sure to be a hype race. And yeah, let any of us know if you're new and you got some questions. We'd be happy to answer them for you. Chimpan Revi, unfortunately, I'm not old enough to be president. In the United States, you have to be 35. I'm not that old. But yeah. Jason, how you doing?
Doing good. I got all my Christmas shopping done, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice. I still have to go to the post office. I feel bad, man.
Also, the seed hash doesn't really provide much with what boss key, Kokiri tunic, master sword, compass, and map.
Oh, so hear me out. We have the boss items here in the Kokiri Forest. I don't know about the last three though. Let's see, master. You gotta find your way to the master sword. No, the door time's open. Yeah. No hash logic tonight.
So, race should be getting started, but neither of them have started.
They are on a 30-minute delay, are they not?
Oh, there we go. we did get joped a little bit earlier, where both of them were readied, but Jope wasn't leaving. So we're just kind of staring at it.
We got Bubblegum Pink versus Royal Purple.
Ooh.
And
money and health.
Unfortunately, the Kokiri Force Baron so far. ATZ is skipping the Kokiri sword chest, so if this is beneficial and Killer App uses it accordingly, it might be a bit of an advantage. Let's see. And it's just a recovery. Alright, so far Kokiri Force is Baron of Treasure. Wah, wah.
Let's see. Make sure all is going well.
Yeah, so ATZ is headed straight south, gonna check out that open grotto. I imagine his routing is open grotto to the owl, back to the castle. And let's see if he does his what he's been doing season 3 along with some other runners is go early adult and head straight to mini wet. ATZ could still go early adult after these first few checks. Maybe this grotto, the Richard the dog. Get some hints here. Real training ground, way of the hero.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I've made it in.
Yay!
Hey.
It's always the first time, never goes smoothly. Interested
Yeah.
to see what ATZ's opener is going to be this.
Yeah, well, he skipped the Kokiri sword chest, went to the open grotto, and put my foot in my mouth. Is not taking the owl. He's back walking.
This is
And
the
it looks
scariest opener ever. The timing is so tight getting to the mark.
I'm guessing ATZ pretty confident getting Schrodinger's chains if he needs to. KillerApp is probably gonna meet up with him. Actually, might beat ATZ into the castle. KillerApp going for that Kokiri sword chest, not going for that open grotto, and yeah, he's gonna beat ATZ into the castle.
One big difference between these two openers is that ATZ got that hint in the grotto, and KillerApp23 does not have it. But
And
they're
he
both going
made
to
it.
be into the market at the same.
ATZ makes it, gets all 3 of the red rupees too.
Both runners, or actually, KillerApp going for that early Skulltula. ATZ headed straight to return the doggo.
KillerApp will probably be going to get his child shooting game, while ATZ is going to check. Ooh, a hook shot.
That's nice. Thanks, Richard.
I'm sure we'll see KillerApp picking up that hook shot pretty soon too. So even though ATZ got it first, it's not necessarily that big.
Yeah, but will they take that straight adult? It looks like ATZ is at least going to climb up here and grab a hint. No, and he's equipping the egg. So it looks like he's going straight to Zelda and Impa. Is that Belly of a Deity hint?
That's right.
I mean, I did not quite see what that was hinted to.
I
Apparently,
believe it was dead.
Boomerang chest is dead.
Oh, very nice.
I think it's interesting that ATZ has chosen to go Hyrule Castle first. I believe that the early adult meta that he has pioneered involves skipping Hyrule Castle, so
Had to double check that.
The fact that he's gone this way in his first match seems to suggest that he wants to play it relatively safe and rely on his execution for the season.
I think he just wants everyone watching to realize that you can't meta ATZ. He's going to be changing it up left and right, and you think he's going right, he might just take that left.
So that was a Death Mountain Crater, Way of the Hero, Water Temple, Foolish, Goron Pottery Dead, and 30 Skulls is a Slingshot. We also have the river. We also know specifically the river chest in Water Temple has a stick upgrade.
Oh, and KillerApp electing to go straight adult. No hook shot. Oh, wow, and ATZ misses the jump there. Some early seed nerves, perhaps, from ATZ.
Oh, Chimp and Reeve putting out KillerApp doesn't have the hookshot going into adult.
And ATZ doesn't have a stick, so he can't do the jump slash strat.
And we've got our pedestal check already.
And ATZ showing us that chicken.
That's so inappropriate.
I
So
think he's just taunting Kuiper, maybe. Kuiper is Kuiper in chat? But there we go. Serenade of Water is our first song here.
Budget Prelude. Not a bad first song to get.
But it looks looks like ATZ is gonna forego the 3-song route and gonna go adult after this. First, gonna burn some money on some sticks. Meanwhile, Killer App in Kakariko. Let's see what this has to offer.
So we do have a Baron Water Foolish. We also know that Ocarina of Time won't be ZL or Nocturne because we have a Stone Shadow.
Yep, in case anyone missed it, we have the Dango's Cavern as our Forest Medallion. Vanilla Fire. Deku has the Water Medallion. Forest has our Shadow Medallion, and Jabu has our Light Medallion.
These medallion placements are in the fastest dungeons possible, except perhaps for water, so we could be seeing a Jet Seed, although it's still very early to declare.
And anyone who isn't familiar, the reason we care about the medallions is that's how we open up Ganon's Bridge. There's several different settings in the randomizer that can open up the path to beat the game, kill Ganon, save the princess. But for the standard tournaments, for the weeklies, it has been 6 medallions. A couple other options for you if you want to play casually are 3 stones, can do a certain number of Skulltulas, just about lots of crazy stuff.
Chat speculating, is this actually ATZ for getting a slingshot minigame first try? Have we been fooled?
I think ATZ's just been practicing. Rufio, nothing but $5.
There's our other Death Mountain Crater Way of the Hero. And we have our green rupee already.
It's valid.
Less than 10 minutes in.
Killer App failed the quick jump over to the windmill. He's going to have to climb the ladder of shame.
Killer App wins. Requiem from the Windmill?
That's always really nice to get a song that potentially could chain into more songs, and that gives him an option to route outside of Kakariko and the graveyard once he's finished checking everything here, and maybe get a bunch more songs before going.
To answer a question in chat, Rufio is that man on the roof. I thought that was pretty self-explanatory.
Also, Delilah, we knew that Kakariko wouldn't be barren because they got Serenade from Zelda. So there was no way that it was going to be barren anyway.
Prelude is also a Baron song, so they could...
Well, there's two
Prelude
songs
in
in
here, that might be
Kakariko.
Baron. There's 2 songs.
Burning
there are 2 songs
Burning
in
Cack and
Kakariko.
Windmill.
Aha.
Yep, so both songs would need to be Prelude or Serenade in order for it to be even possibly be a Baron Kakariko.
That's a wallet.
ATC had to double check that.
Yeah, I missed it my first check too.
Those bags might be can be deceiving. So ATZ taking a slightly different route through Kakariko here. One recent change to the settings here is that we just do one Dampe race. One Dampe race, 2 prizes.
For those just joining, Hookshot was on Richard the Dog.
Yeah, Richard's mama decided to offer up a real reward tonight. showing her love and appreciation for her dog during the holiday season.
Fire arrows.
And that's yeah, fire arrows.
And
And a
shield.
team never buy a shield wins.
That's gonna
There
feel pretty
you
good
go.
for both of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've always been on team never buy a shield.
Always buy a shield.
If you got the money and you're right there, you're a fool not to.
Rykaru, team never buy a shield always wins. Now here's the real thing: will they find a free Deku shield?
Killer App is potentially going back to Child. Interesting. I thought he might elect to play that Requiem and get the song before going back, but we'll see what he chooses.
Yeah, looks like he's dropping that sword.
I know it doesn't necessarily apply to Deku shields, Rykaru, but it would still be cool if they ended up getting a free one.
I don't know. Let's see. Does ATZ go from CAC over to Kokiri Forest and through the Lost Woods? Because right now he can't get into Lost Woods through Goron City.
I'm curious what Killer App is going to do here in the market. I guess he's going to do Richard and pick up his Zelda's Lullaby song, and then, well, I guess he'll be outside the city, so it'll work.
Yep, and that will revert it back to time of day, so he can either then go to Lamon or do the slingshot game if he so chooses.
I guess that explains why he waited to make it night before going back into Kakariko from Death Mountain.
Yep, he did check out that that rooftop of Dodongo's Cavern. That was nothing. And it does look like ATZ is going to either maybe go to Zora's River or go into the Lost Woods and get his menu out of the forest.
As chat pointed out in response to Way of the Hero, it is a logically required item. In some cases, it could just be a bait for something that they don't necessarily need, but logically they need an item or a song from that particular location.
Bottom line is, if a location is Way of the Hero, our runners are probably going to prioritize going there sooner rather than... This is pretty interesting by ATZ, running all the way to Kokiri Forest. I don't usually see this.
I've seen him do this a handful of times if he doesn't get explosives or anything to open the path between Lost Woods and Goron City. But I am a bit surprised that, you know, he passed right by Zora's River. I'd be really tempted to check that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of hints available in Zora's River early, especially as a... So
we have 30 and 40 Skulltulla's dead. We have Barren Water Temple. We have Goron Pottery's dead. What else do we have? GTG's Way of the Hero, Death Mountain Crater's Way of the Hero?
Yes,
that's right.
And 30 is technically a slingshot, but the idea that that's going, or that any of our runners are going to go for that is probably not happening.
Unless they get maybe Lost Woods Way of the Hero.
You gotta believe that ATZ is fishing for Zelda's Lullaby here on Minuet.
GTG for the chat is Gerudo Training Grounds.
There's our hint for Skull Mask. I didn't see if that was alive or dead.
Now is dead. Zora's River, Way of the Hero. Listen to
Yeah,
us commentators, we know what's best.
Yeah, go with my gut. Pays off. Meanwhile, Killer App picked up his letter and Serenade headed off to Lon Ranch.
Vanilla Minuet.
That's really nice. That's going to make it really fast for him to pick up Saria's song when he goes back, child.
Graveyard Way of the Hero. All they've gotten there
So
was
already,
fire arrows.
4 of the
And
5
don't-
Way the Heroes already.
Don't forget about that wallet.
Oh, that's true. Wallet's up there too.
So Killer App picking up some chickens, helping out a lazy farmer.
We're gonna see what our Malin song is over here. Is ATZ gonna go river now?
I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, otherwise he'd be save warping.
There's Bolero.
Yeah.
Nothing but warp
Fire.
songs. We
I
can
mean,
go
warp
all over the
songs are
place, but
helpful.
that's all.
Looks like there's not really going to be too much song chaining going on, as none of these warp locations lead to songs that lead to other warp locations. We pretty much found them all. I cannot see what that was.
It looked like some form of boots to me.
Whatever it is, ATZ wants it, and there are no ice traps on there, so we know
Oh,
it's
that's
real.
magic.
Magic.
Ah,
I was debating back and forth between whether I was gonna say I thought it was magic or boots, and I went with boots, and I should have said magic.
yep, and just $5 in the silo, and Killer App is headed to the desert.
Nice grab of a Skulltula there.
Yeah, minding his time of day. Easy Skulltula right there. Was that shooting the sun?
No, shooting immaturity grants double defense.
An Epona's song is in the desert.
So adult shooting gallery will give double defense. Spirit Temple. Stone Spirit Way of the Hero!
So that's all 5 Way the Heroes available to us already in the commentary booth.
Yeah, and Killer App is here, but unfortunately can't get in. No slingshot, no boomerang to get in logic, and no bomb choose to break logic. ATZ picking up another skull here, and just a heart container for our second item.
50 skulls is just a Deku Shield.
So that's good, good info.
Still need our Ocarina of Time hint, our Bigoron hint, and our Frog Stew hint.
Have we seen any barren locations yet other than Water Temple?
No. Still have 2 barren
Not
locations
yet.
left to find. GTG Xenu.
So ATZ done with adult 1, headed back child. But I believe it's nighttime for him, so
Immediately warping.
okay.
Gonna skip Lon Lon for now.
Oh, there's ZL. Just like that, Raikaru is proven wrong.
ZL, to give Raikoro the benefit of the doubt, ZL does like to be in the crater a lot of the time.
The seed basically just looked at Rai straight in the face and said, "No, you're wrong."
So does that mean Raikaru is time traveling? Because these guys are playing 30 minutes in the past here.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt not having some time travelers here. Also, it's only 15 minutes, not 30.
Oh, and chat Cola, thanks for pointing out the delay is just 15 minutes. I guess that has been decreased in season 3.
Ocarina minigame teaching us Zelda's Lullaby again.
Well, I mean, I guess they're not really original and they just heard it, but they didn't hear it very well, apparently.
Arrow saying that Ocarina of Time is going to be Saria's song. That would be 2 seeds in a row then. Yes, I did, Arrow. Yes, I did.
Sonic dropping the knowledge bombs in chat.
Bigoron is dead. Oh,
Hey,
that's a
that's
nice
fine.
strength.
Yes, big Goron dead right next to the Goron bracelet.
Yep. Bigoron takes forever to craft you a Deku Stick.
Yep. And so that opens up the Dongo's Cavern for ATZ, as well as a little bit of Goron City. Not a whole lot else.
We'll see if there's a bow lying around somewhere. You might see early forest.
I was just thinking about we could even see maybe someone go into the Forest Temple without the bow, as KillerApp picks up a mirror shield here in the Deku tree.
Maybe for that Way of the Hero spirit.
So it looks like ATZ will be following KillerApp into the Deku tree. The runners having very different routes, each though with a very early adult and quick adult one section. Now both back child.
Oh no, I hate it when this happens.
Oh,
through the Deku Nut too late.
Yeah, blocked by the spider.
Mm-hmm.
Good recovery, though.
Yeah, quick thinking, just run around. There's another path.
Well, fine, I'll go this way then.
I'm not saying I've missed that jump down of the web, but I might have.
Haven't we all? So nothing much in this Deku tree other than that mirror shield. One check left and they will be leaving with that water medallion.
Arrow
KillerApp,
Razor.
I understand you so deeply trying to line that stupid jump up.
That gets it. There. And flame stored the fire there.
Goma is always a little bit interesting if you're nervous. It's very muscle memory based, and he just hit those scrubs in the wrong order.
Oh no!
Oopsie. Yeah, that number 3 kind of trolling him there. Well, that's not something you want to do against ATZ. Despite my memeing comment at the beginning, ATZ very familiar with this game. Ran some, I believe, any percent glitchless back in 2013. That was his introduction into the speedrunning community. Also, pretty adept at Breath of the Wild and Majora's Mask, holding a couple world records.
Rumor is that ATZ ran some Majora's Mask to prepare for the tournament today. Oh no, Goma.
That's true. That is true. He was streaming some Majora's Mask Rando last night.
You can really see the nerves are getting to Killer App a little bit as he fails the one cycle Goma. It's pretty free, but when you're on stream and the pressure's on, nothing's. And now he has one Deku Nut, so you better get this.
There you go.
Alright, good save. If he messed up with that Deku Nut, he would have to start the fight all over again. It would have been a real disaster.
And Goma will give us Boomerang.
A boomerang, wow.
All hail Lord Banana. So very nice finds in the Deku Tree, Mirror Shield, and the Boomerang. Boomerang for our Light Medallion, and Mirror Shield for our Way of the Hero Spirit Temple, possibly.
That does open up some child spirit, yeah.
Ixani, Jet Seed, Arrow Razor, are you sure?
Adios to
Skulls are mostly dead. 30 is a slingshot, but probably.
That is true. Technically speaking, Goma is locked behind Slingshot.
Yeah, but we can get 30 skulls easy with that hook shot.
Killer App on his
Just
way. Most likely going to get some strength here.
Yep, and just like
Or
that,
not.
though, ATZ has managed to catch up a bit of time. Killer App messing up that B1 skip. So ATZ has already completed the Lost Woods. Let's see where he might go from here.
'50's dead.
50 is just a Deku Shield.
Yep, 40 and 50 dead. 30's a slingshot. So don't have to worry about that. I don't think we've seen Frog's 2 hint. Big Goron is dead.
We have not seen Frogs 2. We have not seen Ocarina Time. We are also
yeah,
still
the
missing.
Ocarina.
We're also still missing 2 Baron hints. We only know that Water Temple is Baron.
I'm gonna guess that Kokiri Forest is Baron, as ATZ's gonna have a pretty good inclination about that as well here in just a moment.
Free Deku Shield, though. Yeah, collect 50 skulls to get a free Deku Shield.
Do you really want to?
He could have saved 40 rupees for a mere hour of gameplay. Grantman has the right idea.
The only way you would do something crazy like that is if you were playing Shop Sanity and the Deku Shield shop was in Zora's domain and you were just hard locked out of there. That is when Team Never Buy Shields has to forfeit. ATZ has played Serenade, swimming over to the Scarecrow, gonna set up his Scarecrow song.
Couldn't see what was underneath the river there.
Yeah, it's difficult to see as you're swimming over here. I think he might go check it out on his way over to the owl.
I have a feeling he
Killer.
probably saw it because of the way he turned away from it towards the Scarecrow.
No fishing.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that as well. Let's see if Killer App makes his way down there. and
Checking
does some
in.
fishing.
Oh, there's the other 50 skulls in.
In case chat didn't believe us.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
ATZ missing a jump. And
Interesting.
routing
I think he
on the
wants to.
fly.
I think he wants to reset time of day because he realizes that he's not going to get to the owl in time.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good call.
To be more explicit with that, he's going to get the song from Spirit Temple, and as part of seeing this cutscene, it will reset the time of day to earlier, so he won't get locked out of the market.
He could do part of Child Spirit now too, because he has that boomerang. So it is an
My
option.
thoughts exactly.
Accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, Killer App about to pick up his Goron bracelet here and big Goron info.
Sorry, I like what Oksani just said.
I'm conflicted as to which animal noise I should make.
All of them.
Mm.
There you go. Yeah, I was expecting you to turn the moo into a meow.
That's a little too creative. I didn't take my creativity juice tonight.
Universal Giant loves your great dog impression.
Great dog impression. Interesting. No, the duck goes. I watch my Disney Channel, my Disney cartoons.
We have some talented commentators here.
Purposely watching chat just to see their response. We have never do that again and always do that again.
As ATZ picking up some nuts and Killer App hot on his trails.
They are both opted to go Child Spirit.
Yeah, we got another high five.
If we don't see a key in this next chest, then there's going to be a strength 2 floating around somewhere to let them in as a...
Well, they also won't be able to progress any further without explosives. At least to open the door. They can go up and get... Yeah, no, they can't go
They are
any further.
key locked out of Child Spirit. That's not something you see often.
Yeah. And ATZ gonna take a ride with Gay Bora Bora.
He did get the song actually, it was Epona. And that's also why it's daytime instead of night.
Oh, Jason told you.
Wow, make it sound like I'm a jerk. I'm not trying to be mean, I promise.
ATZ now headed over to Lon Lon Ranch. This is what Killer App has done. So they're kind of ping-ponging back and forth in terms of their routing. And that was cool. Stunning that bubble as the bridge kind of fell on top of its head.
Both these runners have taken very different routes to get to where they are, but in the end, they've pretty much all done the exact same thing and reasonably about the same.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking ATZ might go over to Gerudo Valley after this. In terms of, like, logic, we've really only found the hook shot and the Goron bracelet and the mirror shield in Sphere 0. Yes, technically the boomerang is in Sphere, like, 1, because we can get that slingshot.
Not sure that it would be quite Sphere 1, but early spheres.
we go. Killer App is going to do some fishing, and we'll see if that's gonna be a big oops for ATZ, or if he's gonna his gamble's gonna pay off.
He does not have enough money for this.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's catastrophic, actually. That's going to feel really bad when he talks to him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get ready for pain.
Oh, he realized it right before.
Yeah, that saved him, a handful, a second or two with the text box.
So we might see ATZ considering going adult. He has Bolero now, and we have Death Mountain Crater as Way of the Hero. It could be a song for maybe Nocturne, and he has the hookshot to get out of there.
Well, Nocturne would be Stone's Shadow, so not something that they want to see in a Way of the Hero.
Yeah, actually, we're pretty, in terms of items we're looking for, we are looking for the Ruto's letter. We're looking for explosives, I suppose, a hammer and a bow and light arrows.
Mr. Martin wisely points out that it's more likely to be Sarias, or it actually could be storms, which might suggest something in bottom of the...
Yeah, very true, very true. And now one thing we know is that Spirit Temple holds something important for us, so we need to find another strength. So I guess that's on the list of required items. Something good in Gerudo Training Ground. That might be an interesting bet. What do we think Way of the Hero GTG is? Could be bomb bag, hammer, lawyer, bow, strength 2. What else might it be? Could be something like boots or tunic.
It's pretty remarkable. We've made it about 40 minutes without any form of any explosive. No bombs, hammer, or bomb shoes.
Scale. That's a good one.
Well, keep in mind that the magic that we found in Zora's River is still technically out of logic, with no explosives and...
That's true. Some nuts here in the valley, and again, these runners are feeling each other's vibe here. Going for the same checks. ATZ is not going to be able to peek at this water. Oh, and there he goes.
Yeah, the bet is a bit early, but still fun. There's so many items. There's the other Spirit Temple Way of the Hero. Yeah, they're still looking for a few hints.
ATZ opting not to warp to Lake Hylia to take the bird back, instead just going to drop down here. Might have been faster.
ATZ skipping out on a nut upgrade. Killer App swinging a very heavy bag.
I was going to say, I have a feeling Killer App might grab this. Get that money so that way he can finally do fishing.
Oh yeah, I think it's fresh in his mind.
ATZ is getting punished a little bit here for cutting so many corners. He's already gone to Lake Hylia to pick up the Scarecrow song, and now he's going all the way back just to check Child.
That's a good point. ATZ has gone back here like 2 or 3 times. Remember, he missed that jump and rerouted over towards the desert.
But I don't think any of it has hindered him so far.
Yeah, that's true. He has made it child fishing ahead of Killer App, and I think now they've all done the same sorts of checks.
It's a missed opportunity for Killer App, because if he had had enough rupees the first time here, he could have just warped and gone back adult, but now he's got to do the same thing that ATZ is.
And At says, alright, I'm out of here. Nope. Get me out. So nothing I don't think they can do in left as child. So I think they're gonna head adult, and it's either GTG or Death Mountain. They could also get the song in the graveyard. But yeah, those are Forest Temple. Those are our 3 or 4 locations that are available to us right now.
I really like this play by KillerApp just ignoring the fishing. He's lost the opportunity to go there, and he knows he needs to cut corners to keep up with ATZ. He's the underdog, so why not take some risks?
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Both of them opting to go back this way, but ATZ actually heading to Kokiri. Gonna get some Dompe digging. It's actually a great time to do it. That Graveyard Way of the Hero.
Yep, it's a really good call, and also probably will be able to turn in 10 skulls if he elects to do night cap.
Yep.
My only concern is where does he go after this? He might have to wait outside the castle gate for a bit.
Well, he'll also check Composer Grave.
Ah, true, with flame storage. We're still looking for, you know, a possible way of the hero item. We did pull out fire arrows, and we saw the wallet in there.
We're getting a Bolero check here from KillerApp. Song is Storms. Letting it rain in the volcano.
Yep, but rip that Storms on Ocarina of Time burying something in the bottom of the well.
Oh,
ATZ's gonna pick up that wallet.
yep. Opting to take the wallet. There you go.
Might be way the hero after all.
He might be thinking bomb shoes with the lack of explosives. With GTG Way of the Hero, he's going to be headed out.
Yeah, well, that's all they've found so far. They'll get the Composer Grave, and all that'll be left is Sunsong Grave. I think I'll close the GTG bet here in a couple minutes. So if you haven't placed your bet as far as what you think is going to be Way of the Hero in GTG, feel free to do so.
Yeah, again, we're looking for the bow, the hammer, the letter, bomb bag,
Nocturne.
explosive of some sort. Very nice find in the graveyard there. But could also be a trolley item like the scale or Din's fire, the boots, tunic.
Nocturne and Way of the Hero Graveyard.
KillerApp trying to do Link the Goron with a bomb flower. This is always scary. Really
Ooh,
nice.
Got it, nice.
And that is 100% in logic. And it looks like we're going to blow up Link the Goron again. Didn't see if that Royal Tomb had anything in that chest.
It was
Goron
a
sword.
Big Goron sword, yep.
Aha, touche cafe lait. The joke's on you, Fire Yoshi. The pants I am wearing do not have pockets in the back.
Dun dun dun.
So I imagine that KillerApp is going to be doing this Storm's Grotto into potentially a Dodongo's Cavern. We haven't seen any of these checks, so we'll see if it pays off for him.
There's GTG Way of the Hero again.
That's not our third Way of the Hero for GTG, is it?
No, because we have all 5 of them.
Okay, good. And it does look like ATZ is gonna be hanging around outside the castle for just a sec as KillerApp heading into Dodongo's Cavern. These plays in Dodongo's Cavern are in logic with the strength. ATZ has to dodge some stuff, children.
This feels so bad if you're ATZ. Just getting stuck outside. Can't make any progress until this gate goes.
And he's showing off his little lightsaber doing ISG. To note, that is a glitch that would disqualify him if it were to give him some sort of advantage in a fight or whatnot. But given that he's just running around in circles and making it look all pretty, like, that's fine. As we apologize as we have some feedback going on.
Hey, Jason. You're a robot.
I've been trying to see something's going on.
Like, actually, you are a robot. You might want to get that checked out.
That's a bow.
Hey!
Hey, Bo! That is going to
Bo.
open up Forest Temple.
In the cavern. And that will actually be our first big progression item, as that will give us a medallion. Unfortunately for KillerApp, we will not be able to get any further progress other than the first 4 checks of Dodongo's Cavern without some explosives.
With that find, we'll see if KillerApp elects to continue clearing out DC all the way to the end. He can't get through the entire rest of the way, but he can open up the platform to go all the way to the roof. Imagine that he will be heading right over to Forest Temple.
Yep, unless he finds the hammer, some bomb shoes, or bomb bag in here, it will be a double dipping of Dodongo's Cavern. But well worth it finding that bone here. Yeah, as well as a couple Skulltulas. But ATZ has rejoined us in the future as an adult. He's headed straight into the crater, chasing that way the hero.
This is shaping up to be a pretty tight race. ATZ is probably going to be making the exact same play that we've seen KillerApp do, and ATZ already has the minuet, so when he finds that bow and elects to head to Forest, it's going to be a little faster for him, so I imagine that they'll be meeting up in Forest almost at the same.
Yeah, ATZ is also very precise in his movements. As you saw, he kind of peeked at that crater wall item just from down there by the warp pad. KillerApp climbed all the way up, jumped down. So ATZ is just really sharp in his movements and is probably going to catch up some time, as we saw him do in the Deku Tree earlier.
I did not know that you could hookshot that ladder. That's really cool. Oh, a
Yeah.
hammer!
Oh, look at that hammer. So if there is a bomb bag behind this wall, that hammer basically gives him one more check here at the end of the bridge. But that's very nice. He could elect to go straight back to the crater and clear out the fire temple. He has everything he needs for that. Oh, I guess he... a key behind that bomb wall. But that's it. And a second bow in Dodongo's Cavern. Wow.
We are not missing that many more items.
Light arrows and explosives.
And we have that spirit, Way of the Hero, unclaimed yet.
Yeah, one of those is technically behind Strength 2.
That is true, so
Wow.
we're going to need Strength 2. And GTG and Spirit, Way of the Hero, and unaccounted for, so looking like it might be a Jet Seed.
Yeah, knock on wood. Nothing behind Juke's wall and Bono's chest.
Am I still being a robot?
Ah, you're cured.
You have been cured.
That was why the game audio disappeared for a second. I was unplugging and replugging my microphone, and for some reason it decided to separate the Discord audio from the game audio, so I had to unplug it again and then replug it back in, and then it got it all back together.
Well, you missed a hyped Dongo's Cavern. I hope
I was still watching it.
Nice. So ATZ is following Killer App in here. Meanwhile, Killer App in Boulder Maze. 3 checks in here. Hintstone. Recovery Heart out on the first.
We still don't know what's on Ocarina Time.
That's true.
We still need 2 foolishes.
Wow.
There's a scale.
Heyo. So that's nice. That could get us into Jabu Jabu without a bomb bag. But technically we need a bomb bag to get the Force Medallion. So this isn't going to be the dream bomb bagless seed.
Killer App opting to go and get the hint here.
Medigaron.
Death Mountain Trail,
Death
foolish.
Mountain. Ew. So Killer App unfortunately has done all the checks except the summit fairy.
Yep, that's not one they would have wanted to see. They would have rather
Did ATZ
seen like
do the rest of the checks too?
Beg your pardon?
Did ATZ do the rest of the Death Mountain Trail checks too? Sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, I don't believe he did the Storm's Grotto or the Breakable Wall yet.
there's the other DMT
And that was
foolish.
That's really funny.
Ooh.
Oh,
And there's our bomb bag.
Bombs in Lost Woods.
Alrighty then. So what do we need now? We need the letter. The letter must be in Spirit Temple.
or GTG, I guess. And there's a strength floating around somewhere too.
Oh, that's right. All right, so strength. No, so the letters in Spirit. Strength must be in GTG, or the light arrows. I guess we're missing the light arrows too.
Yeah, there's still potential for a crazy hunt for the last required item, but we have, I think, 3 items left and 2 of the heroes unchecked. So getting close to the end potential.
Definitely getting really, really close to no mode.
Cola pointing out that if Cola pointing out that if ATZ opts to play Minuet, he might not get the that bomb bag.
That's a good point. Very good point. I imagine he'd go through the Lost Woods after Forest. It's gonna be really interesting. Let's see what he does with this hammer. Let's see what these Wolfos are hiding from us.
Ooh, nice save.
$20 from the wolves.
Also, anyone else think it would be hilarious for Song of Time to be vanilla for something in Toilet? Because I think that would be hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, that'd be real great.
So what I'm hearing you say is that you don't have anywhere to be for another 2 or 3 hours.
Pretty much.
Remember that suffering for our runners is entertainment for us.
Exactly.
To a degree.
Well, it's entertainment for us for the initial find of this is what this is.
Ooh, ATZ, very different route, heading into Kakariko. Nocturne was very appropriately placed inside the graveyard.
And Graveyard only had, was it Wallet and Nocturne? There's 1 check left in the Graveyard.
Yep, and it also had fire arrows.
Oh, that's true. I forgot Fire Arrows.
Killer F is in Force Temple, plugging along. He's gonna come out of here with the Spirit Medallion and the check in the Temple of Time.
Shadow Medallion.
Keep in
Shadow
mind
Medallion.
that if in Fire Temple the boss key is somewhere in relatively deep fire, then that wallet may very well be the way of the hero item. I don't believe we've run into any Goron tunics, and that would account.
Yep, very true. That might not be Nocturne or the fire arrows.
ATZ opting to get the double defense here from Adult Shooting Gallery.
No, I believe ATZ has just completely forgotten about that hint stone. I think he did, yeah, he's done this before.
He just wants to show off his aim, prove to us that he can do it.
I know, first try.
Oh, that's right.
First try,
Slingshot
child,
and
first
bow
try
mini
adult.
game.
He's
Yeah,
basically
I
won
don't
this.
know. I think maybe he's using a task bot. Just kidding. But he's now in the Forest Temple. He's hot on Killer App's heels. And there's the boss key.
Am I roboting again?
No, you're good.
Question is, do you want to be roboting?
Well, it was more that someone posted the robot emote in chat again.
I don't believe ATZ meant to be grabbing up there. I didn't even know you could be grabbing up there.
That was so slick.
I'm gonna kick all of you out of the
Maybe,
chat.
Killer App may be a lower seed, but he's put together a really, really good race, and he's definitely in this. This could be the makings of a really big upset early on in the tournament if it keeps going.
Yeah, it's happened before. It could happen again. That's the beauty of randomizer.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Forest Temple's pretty linear, so probably not much exciting is going to be happening for the next little bit, but maybe one of these runners will find one of those missing strengths. If both of the strengths are available, then neither of them would be Way of the Hero, and then that would make the final two Way of the Hero hints for the letter and the light arrow.
Very good point. That also tells me this would be the perfect time to sell out. Did you guys know that if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription to Twitch once a month that you could spend right here on ZSR? Yeah, we're trying to get to 250 subs, so the admin of this channel, Trezco, will provide for us an OOT any percent run, and he promises to go really, really super fast. He's gonna practice for like a week straight, learn all the speedrun tech, and he's gonna put up a near world record time. I just know it.
And if
Indeed.
he doesn't, then he's going to keep trying until he gets it.
Well, if he doesn't, I think he owes a couple hundred gift subs to chat.
You also get some fantastic emotes like the ZSR Grin and ZSR Toilet. So if you are currently subscribed, feel free to throw your favorite emote in the chat.
And if you're not subscribed, you can also throw up your favorite emote in the chat.
But really, you should subscribe.
Absolutely. And you can subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime.
And some shoutouts to Loch Ness Robot, Engineer, and I'm gonna pronounce it as Mason and probably spell it wrong or pronounce it wrong. Who all just subscribed during this little little blurb. And Phoenix Feather.
The bomb bag we found in the Lost Woods in, what was it, the Scrubs Grotto?
I thought it was just the grotto right outside the Goron City generic grotto.
You are probably right.
Also, with
So
the
I
new
believe we
channel
are.
points, you get double the channel points if you're subscribed.
Oh, there's Phoenix Feather gift in the sub. Very
Uh,
nice.
I don't think they're gifting
Oh.
subs. They're giving the emotes because they
Ah.
subscribed.
But that reminds me, did you guys know tonight is Festivus? Happy Festivus, everybody.
Woo! Haha! I got it right. I said the name correctly.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Jason got something right. I usually just break things.
I mean,
Robots
names
are
is
never
hard.
wrong.
Robots are never wrong.
I don't know. Not if you read some Isaac Asimov. They can behave pretty badly. So, nothing here in the Forest Temple. Are we gonna dip out of the Forest Temple, run into a hint stone that says Forest Temple's barren of treasure?
No.
I think we're still missing one barren hint, right?
That's true. We could find one later on, but I don't think they're going to be checking for hints until they're done with Forest Temple. So whatever it is, it will.
Yeah, I know there's no hints inside the Forest Temple. The only temple that has a hint stone in it is Dodongo's Cavern.
Yeah, with Baron hints, they can only have one dungeon Baron hint maximum per seed. And so we've already gotten
Oh,
that
that's
with Water
right.
Temple, so the other two are just going to be overworld locations. One which is Death Mountain Trail, the other which is yet to be seen.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Just like with
Oh, yeah.
Way of the Heroes, only two of them maximum can be a dungeon.
That I did not know.
I'm learning so much right now.
Yeah, join the commentary team. You learn something new every race.
Hey, if you want to commentate, I have that command too.
Yeah, join the Discord. Ping an admin.
Or fill that out.
Oh yeah, probably don't ping an admin. Never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah, these restreams wouldn't happen without the commentators and trackers who do their fantastic work day in and day out. I mean, we have multiple weekly races. We have all the bracket matches. The multi-world tournament is still going on. So there's a lot going on that people could kind of help out with and volunteer their time for. And we're always looking for more commentators and trackers to help out. So feel free to sign up and join in with other people, and you guys could be right here talking to the chat, getting yelled at, breaking things like me.
Yeah, inside the commentator's booth up on Death Mountain.
Exactly.
It's hot up here.
It's getting hot up here. Now, if you're gonna ping an admin, just ping Trezco and just spam a whole bunch of blame Trez emotes, and that's it.
What has happened to this chat? The world may never know. also that moment when I realized that 20 minutes ago I was going to close the bed. And I never did.
I didn't see anything.
I remember it was like 43 minutes on the timer, and I was like, I'm going to close the betting in like 2 minutes. 24 minutes later.
He's not a slacking restreamer, he's a distracted restreamer.
With all this fantastic gameplay.
And the selling out.
And the selling out. And the robot.
Speaking of fantastic gameplay, that arrow strat into Bigoron slash on the Poe is something I've never seen before. And you'll see that ATZ is making up a little time on KillerApp thanks to that Bigoron sword. He's able to get the Poes down just a little bit faster.
Yep, and I just noticed ATZ has his magic while KillerApp doesn't, and yet look at that, almost on cue, ATZ listening to us from the past. He's gonna be able to catch up a handful of seconds here on KillerApp. Bada bing, bada boom. That trick also works if you have Din's Fire. Unfortunately, Din's Fire takes a bit longer to cast.
Yes. ATZ is, as pointed out, missing bombs, however. So KillerApp will be able to go back to Dodongo's Cavern and finish that off. Whereas ATZ will have to get the bombs first. Ooh!
Ooh, a long shot.
Interesting.
There's a long shot.
Yeah, not much long shot opens up other than the water temple.
Which is barren, unfortunately.
That barren water temple.
Barren stone water temple, so the only reason we need to go in there is if we need the song on Ocarina of Time.
Which we still haven't seen a hint for.
It could be technically for Shoot the Sun, but probably not.
Yeah, actually, Mr. Martin pointing out it is not logical AD for Saria's. The long shot in the water temple means that it's not. It can't be a logical AD for Saria's song.
Yeah, we don't even know what is on the Ocarina of Time.
True.
It could be Sari's, could be Sun Song for Graveyard Way of the Hero. Could be Vanilla OT, could be Prelude.
Incoming sync. This is going to be a good finish.
Alright, very nice. Taking out Meg the Poe.
It'll be interesting to see what ATZ does from here. I think the next logical play for KillerApp is to do fire because he has those bombs, so he should have no problem killing Volvagia, but ATZ doesn't, and he can't really easily do fire or Dodongo's Cavern, so we'll see what he chooses to do.
Yeah, and there's no hint at all about the Ocarina of Time, so we have no idea about all dungeons, but given the number of items we're looking for, and the way of the hero hints, chances, in my opinion, are pretty low that it's going to be an all dungeon seed. Yep, someone did say the toilet in chat. That would be a rather terrible troll if GTG Way of the Hero is in the toilet and the Song of Time is somewhere not nice.
Like Ocarina of Time. It could be vanilla.
Got Blaze 1438 guessing that Saria is chilling out in the Ice Cavern. No? No one's gonna admonish my pun?
Nah.
You can ignore it.
I can't if I didn't hear it.
Also, ATZ has just slightly pulled ahead of KillerApp. It's like seconds, but
Yeah, if you notice right there, ATZ back walk into the boss door, that will save just those seconds, and those seconds add up.
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds here and there for an entire race can add up to something crazy like 10 to 20 minutes by the end. It's pretty remarkable.
Do we have the late and great Trezco in chat here?
I don't think so.
I saw an at Trezco. Maybe not.
Bliven also pointing out ATZ has Bigoron Sword, whereas
Oh,
Killer
yeah.
App does not. So that made that fight a lot easier.
Yep, absolutely. And getting hit by that energy ball does not make it easier. Phantom Ganon,
Shocking.
one of the hardest bosses in the game.
And that's a Shadow Medallion for ATZ. That unlocks Light Arrow cutscene.
Alright, it's decision time for ATZ. Where does he go next?
He's running. Running backwards.
He's got the song Storm's Grotto. He's also got the Lost Woods to excavate.
True.
If he does Lost Woods, he's probably going to find that bomb bag, and we're going to be really, really neck and neck again.
Absolutely. Let's see where Killer App headed into the crater. Yeah, he can now clear out the Fire Temple and Dodongo's Cavern. This is a great spot for him to be headed. It looks like he's headed into DC. Maybe he's gonna clear out some more Way of the Hero crater first.
Frogs 2 is finally dead.
Crater Ferry. DMC Way of the Hero, he might check Crater Ferry just along the way. And that looks like he might be where he's headed.
And the grotto. They haven't checked that yet either. They didn't have bombs or hammer when they came through here.
Speaking of bombs, bomb bag incoming for ATZ if he can manage to get around that corner and into the hole.
So far all that's been in here for Way of the Hero DMC is Nocturne.
DMC was Song of Storms.
Or sorry, Song of Storms. Nocturne was Composer Grave. That's right.
So if we don't see anything here, it looks like we're probably going to be headed to bottom of the well at some point.
Well, there is that bottle there. I can't imagine that's required to get 30 skulls to get the slingshot, given that the hook shot was really easily available.
No, with both bow and boomerang available early, there's no way that Buddha bottle.
Well, Boomerang is technically locked. Ooh, Sun Song on OOT.
Dum bum bum.
One check in like Graveyard Way of the Hero.
So now that almost confirms bottom of the well as being something Way of the Hero on Song of Storms, most likely. So that would leave bottom of the well, GTG, and Way of the Hero Spirit, and we have 3 items left, so it might just be that.
Good point. Well, we've also not seen Frogs 1, so that's the final Song of Storms check that's available out there. And yeah, that's the crater cleared out.
They have checked both of the Storms locations, and there was nothing there. So, well is the only thing open.
So ATZ's heading into fire as Killer App is going to clear out Dodongo's Cavern.
If I'm Killer App, I really want to find
I always forget
letter.
Frogs 1. I always forget Frogs 1.
If Killer App finds the letter, then he can check Song of Storm or Frogs 1 on the way to do Jabu. And then if he doesn't find anything there, he knows for sure that he needs to do the
So anyone who wants to make a plando for Jason, make sure you put something good on Frogs 1.
I remember to do it. I always forget it when I'm commentating.
No, we have not seen Baron Shadow. We've seen Baron Water Temple and Baron Death Mountain Trail. Still waiting for one Overworld Baron hint. Death Mountain Trail is barren, so that Summit Fairy is not gonna be anything valuable. Actually, I guess it could be Bomb Shoes, but considering we have the Bomb Bag, that's not necessary anymore.
Oh, I like the comment there from Engineer.
Yeah, making efficient use of your medallion pickups. Good call. So anyone unfamiliar, the medallions, most of them anyway, hold some sort of check out there. The Spirit and the Shadow Medallion grant you Zelda's secret weapon in the Temple of Time. In Vanilla, it's the Light Arrows. And in for the Forest Medallion, Sheik teaches you a song in the Temple of Time. As well, if you have the Forest, Fire, and Water Medallions, Sheik will teach you the song in Kakariko Village. So really, the only medallion that doesn't hold a check behind it is the Spirit or the Light Medallion. And there's an early boss key here in the Fire Temple, right
Wow,
next
that's
to the
really
boss
nice.
door.
ATZ going straight for the boss.
So I think that probably means that the wallet isn't Way of the Hero in
Well, no, the wallet or tunic is required for Volvagia.
Well, that's true because we have not found hovers yet. Oh, you're right. You're right for Volvagia. Got it.
I was like, where do hovers come into play?
For accessing, so if you don't have hovers, then you can't logically access the boss platform. You would need to go up and knock the pillar down with the Megaton hammer.
Yeah.
Which they could do if they really wanted to. But here's a 10 Skulltula check by KillerApp.
Bomb
and it's some bomb
shoes.
shoes. Not helpful anymore. Thanks.
Nice, very clean kill on ATZ side.
Yeah, absolutely. Manipulating Volvagia's second hitbox. Anyone not in the know, Volvagia has two hitboxes, one that flies up and around, and one that plays whack-a-mole with you. And as the one playing whack-a-mole is with you, you can actually bomb the one that flies around and then ducks into the hole. As you saw ATZ dropping bombs in that first hole. And just like that, Volvagia is down and gives ATZ a small key. I imagine he's not going to be sticking around.
I really think that KillerApp is making a big mistake here by trying to go into the graveyard. He should know, based on what he's found in the crater, that it's Song of Storms that's Way of the Hero, and he has the other two unchecked Way of the Heroes as well. He probably has about 3 items left, and the wallet in graveyard could be Way of the Hero. He also has progression that he could be doing, and he's not blocked by anything, but he's choosing to get this song. So it's a little risky, and I think it might be wiser if he went to Fire Temple first. This race is looking to be really close, and so small decisions like this could be the difference.
Definitely.
I don't know if anyone else is hiccuping, but I need to refresh my stream for just...
KillerApp also doesn't yet have that wallet.
But I believe Killer App got a bottle with a fairy in it, so I'm not sure what he's up to.
Oh, there we go. There's Sarya's song in the Temple of Time. And have we seen this Zelda's secret weapon?
It was a bomb refill.
Ah, thank you much.
ATZ about to check it, remembering, oh wait, Baron Death Mountain Trail.
Alright, I'm convinced that's not ATZ playing. He's remembering hints and hitting his target minigames.
I feel like I remember there being something like this in season 2, where someone where he did like certain things, and people were like, "That's not ATZ. He's not actually playing this."
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna need him to verify with webcam during all races now.
Now, that would be a pretty bad requirement if we required racers to have a webcam. ATZ back in DC, gonna finish this up in just a minute or two. Killer App back child is gonna do some exploring around the Lost Woods. Maybe go into Goron City.
I think he's chasing this Song of Storm's Way of the Hero hint. He wants to do this grotto and then Zora's River, which is already Way of the Hero, and then, if nothing, probably bottom of the...
Ah, very good point.
He will get the magic from Zora's River by doing this too.
It's not a bad play, but if he was able to find the letter somewhere earlier, maybe in GTG, then he could do Zora's River and Jabba at the same time.
Yeah.
So, hard to say whether it's right play right now, but we'll see what he...
Yeah, it is a good point. We got Eponas pretty early in the desert.
They also now have long shots, so
in the windmill. Yeah, and they can mostly clear that, other than the silver and the toilet locations.
Yep, still need silver gauntlets for the heavy block room, and still need irons and Song of Time for the toilet.
They are, of course, hoping that the toilet just has a small key or something of no importance. Now, Killer App shouldn't need to purchase any beans down here. We've seen all the 3 of the locations that require beans and access the 4th one easily at Lake Hylia. Here we go, Frogs 1. Song of Storm's Way of the Hero in the crater. The Frogs 1, or the bottom of the well, or maybe the bottle.
There's a strength.
Oh, that's it. Song of Storm's Way of the Hero for strength 2. I'm calling it.
So this is going to present an interesting dilemma for ATZ, because ATZ has already cleared out Zora's River, and when he tries to chase this Song of Storm's Way of the Hero, he might elect to just go for check volume in bottom of the well over going back to Zora's River only for that Frogs 1. So it's a really nice pickup for Killer App there, and it's a potential to gain a bunch of time if ATZ makes the wrong decision.
Yeah, absolutely. And Prelude of Light from Burning Cack means that Song of Time is in the Ice Cavern.
Yep.
And the one thing that might turn this around is if there is a 3rd strength upgrade somewhere else accessible. But I'm calling it right now that Ruto's Letter or the Light Arrows, both of those are going to be in Spirit Temple and GTG.
The ATZ is going this way. Not sure if it's just for the song check and whatnot, or if it's also for going back child.
I think he's going to GTG.
Yep, he's leaving again.
So the biggest question remaining in this seed is, are our two last remaining Way of the Hero locations pointing to the last progression items, or are they pointing to items that lead to the progression items? Are we going to get trolled, or is the seed going to go down quietly without...
Well, so if it's the latter, it's got to be for boots or maybe the golden scale. But I imagine, especially given all those qualifier seeds, those jet qualifier seeds, I think it's going to be the letter in lights.
I think so too, but it could be like hover boots and dins.
Oh yeah, Din's fire.
There's still potential for this thing to go wrong.
ATZ is uncorking that fairy. Is he gonna do some ghost busting?
Looks like
Yes,
you're probably
he
gonna
is.
get a
There's
big Poe.
Something strange in the neighborhood. And Killer App now, waiting outside the castle gates. No sun song this seed.
Who you gonna call? Chope Buster.
I've got to say that the way this ending is shaping up, it looks like it could be really, really close. And I am really excited to see how this one turns.
Yeah, absolutely. Still need a letter for that light medallion from Lord Jabu Jabu, and those light arrows to take out Ganondorf. Killer App does still need to do the fire temple, but as we saw, that boss key is right next to the boss door. And that's something, you know, if you were to really try to optimize the seed, you could get that boss key really, really early. Not even do the first two hammerlock checks. But ATZ now finished with the checks around here, the Poe reward and that boulder over there. The boulder of destiny, as we refer to it. Also gonna peek at his pet tech type down here. See what it's guarding tonight.
I think ATZ is being a little too thorough. I think he really needs to rush over to GTG immediately rather than check some of these.
It might just be feeling confident. But nothing in the grotto there. But Killer App is in the Spirit Temple. Rocking those silver gauntlets.
ATZ not going
here.
to GTG?
I'm really surprised by this.
Yeah.
Oh, checking that last grotto.
Yeah, clearing out Hyrule Field. He might even do Adult Lake Hylia. Maybe he doesn't know. I guess he's still looking for silvers, letter, and the lights.
Something that could save him is if he runs into a magic somewhere around here. It'll tip him off that that magic in Zora's River was not actually Way of the...
That's a good point. Oh,
There's ice
not
arrows.
the item we're looking for. And for anyone who doesn't know, if there's a second item, progression item, such as a magic or multiple different bow available somewhere, then the Way of the Hero hint can't point to those items. If you can get another bow somewhere, the Way of the Hero item can't be that first bow that you find there.
So Killer App might be showing us what's Way of the Hero here in Spirit Temple.
Yep, he's found the key. And he's gonna climb up, up, up.
hoping that it's not something like iron boots or hover boots.
Yep, and now ATZ
Or
gonna
Din's
go
Fire.
with GTG. Check the hammer rocks, and then get his Gerudo pad.
Keep in mind that KillerApp still has to do fire. It is pretty short though because the boss key is in the first check.
And he also has choose, and if he knows choose strats, that can be a little faster.
It's going to be an interesting next 5 minutes. We're going to learn a lot about this seed once they start dipping in GTG and find the way the hero item.
Oh yeah, I'm confident that we can declare a winner within the next 10 to 15 minutes. $20 from the hammer rocks.
Oh,
His building, and there's the hover boots.
Uh-oh.
now it was pointed out that hovers could be logical for beating fire, but
Oh, this is so scary for KillerApp. He has to decide whether is that the way of the hero item or do I keep clearing? Oh, it's a really tough.
Yeah, no, I don't think hovers can be required for Fire Temple. He has the hammer, hookshot, and bow. He can full end bombs. He can full
well,
clear
if
the
you're
Fire
key
Temple
locked
like
out,
in vanilla.
if you're key locked out, because there was a key on Vavagia.
But isn't there an extra key?
There is, but it's still possible to get key locked out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it depends on the
yeah.
key distribution of the dungeon. Uh-oh. Wow, we thought it was going to be simple, but now it's getting scary.
Yeah, KillerApp is gonna full clear the rest of the Spirit Temple, looking for anything else. A gold
I think that's
scale.
the right call, but oh man.
Gold gauntlet, something.
If you also find Din's Fire in here, then you're scared.
Actually, finding Dins would make things way better, I think.
I agree. And did... Oh no, he got that magic from the river. Yeah, if he got Din's Fire, it's a clear finger. Like a middle finger, but it's a finger pointing you to the Shadow Temple. He could also, you know, reverse Wasteland, find Din's Fire, fire locked with those fire arrows. You know, fire arrows could be the way the hero in the graveyard to get Din's Fire to go in Shadow Temple.
So I'd like to call your attention. ATZ is about to do 1500 horse archery. Can he get the quadruple perfect aim seed today?
Hold 1,000, I'm pretty confident. Can he get
this is
perfect
1500.
2,000?
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Aha.
Look at that. The hacks.
Just some money.
No payout.
Oh, I don't know about you, but $200 sounds pretty good to me.
He missed at the start. ATZ playing confirmed. It's okay, guys. It is actually ATZ.
And I can't imagine there are many players that ATZ would hand his controller over to. ZFG has no interest in the standard rule set. I think if ZFG tried to plan the tournament, he would get DQ'd left and right as ATZ pulls a bomb bag on top of the fortress.
Yep, we found our second bomb bag. Alright. First dip into GTG.
Just a small key.
So we're expecting to see light arrows, Din's Fire, or Rudos. and whichever one it is going to tell us a lot. Or if it's light arrows, it's probably going to tell us nothing.
If it's iron
Yeah.
boots.
Yeah, get your Maka S in chat.
If you're chosen silver, unless silver is locked in GTG.
That is true. ATZ
Yeah.
does not have strength 2, so that is going to be potentially
Oh!
Oh, and
Ooh,
there's
there's
strength 3,
strength
so he's not
3!
gonna find it in here.
Strength 3 in Spirit Way of the Hero.
Yep. That killer app is gonna go from
And
here to
that
the Temple of Time, I imagine.
that strength could be a Way of the Hero because it's also strength locked. That
Absolutely,
is
yep.
guaranteed the strength 3.
And that means that there's nowhere else for ATZ to find that other strength 2. He has to go to Frogs 1, and that.
Outside
Yeah,
Ganon Castle Fairy, let's go!
this keeps getting more and more hype as we get closer and closer to the end. We are almost 100 minutes in.
There's the Spirit Boss Key.
That is another a change to 5.0. These Desert Colossus hands, technically part of Spirit Temple. Part 5.0, you could not get any Spirit Temple keys on those hands unless you were playing a Key Sanity Seed.
Gavaroni is dropping the knowledge bombs in chat. He points out that if ATZ finds Ruto's letter in GTG, it's possible that this whole Hover Boots side quest here is completely unnecessary.
Yeah, because if ATZ finds the letter, he'll go up. Actually, he probably wouldn't go up the river. To get
If he
to
finds
Jabu.
letter, he will go to Jabu, clear Jabu, and get light arrows hint. And
Yep.
if the light arrows is just somewhere random, then he may never have to go to Spirit at all.
That is
If it
true.
says Graveyard, there's 3 more dungeons to complete.
And to inspire to find. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Just two more checks, I guess, technically here in Spirit Temple. You guys think Killer App is going to kill Twin Rova?
I don't know. KillerApp's been very thorough clearing this out.
I feel like it would be a mistake, but you never know.
ATC suddenly realized, oh wait, I don't have Song of Time here.
Whoopsie! And it does look like Killer App is at least gonna lower the platform down. ATZ just about finished with GTG, has gone all the way around, has 5 keys to his name. There's number 6.
KillerApp has not gone into Fire Temple yet. ATC's probably going to check right side.
ATZ has
correct,
got to be super nervous.
Yeah, not finding anything so far.
And he knows that Spirit is Way of the Hero, and he needs the strength to get in there. And if the Way of the Hero item here is also strength locked, oh, it's a mess.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out here with
That's
either with info
key.
of what it is, or that it's strength or
Arrows.
Good job,
iron's
ATZ.
blocked.
You got him.
And Pizza Heart.
Looks like Killer App in Adult Lake Hylia.
I was gonna say ATZ just reset.
And then I imagine, I think actually Killer App is
GTG.
doing this just in case he needs the Scarecrow for the Fire Temple.
Yes, I think you're
Then I
exactly
imagine,
right.
then I imagine he'll head up to GTG right behind ATZ here. Wow, that's a lot of letters. GTG, ATZ, LMNOP.
1, 2, 3.
Those are numbers.
No,
Did
Killer
you
App
feel like
only
Letters are
has
numbers.
Killer App only has 2 of those.
There they
Oh,
Oh
are.
no!
light arrows in GTG.
Oh, it's a mess.
And there was just one key on the right side of the maze?
Yes.
Okay.
So now Rudos could probably be any.
Yeah.
They could be on Twin Rova, could be the Gold Gauntlets Fairy.
Could be in bottom of the well.
Could be, yep. Yeah, that's true. But why do we need the hover boots from the Spirit Temple?
Like I
Potential
said,
key locked Volvagia.
No nonsense. I don't believe.
yep.
But
Can't
where
check
does
final chest. Can't check toilet. Can't check.
Oh, did he not get a 7th key?
Nope. It's either in toilet or it's in heavy block room.
Interesting.
Well, Killer App is going to give us the true answer pretty soon because he's going to go in there with all the strength that he needs and more to full clear this.
Yeah.
Now, I would though be really tempted just to check those gold gauntlets out really quickly.
Wow, this has turned into a really exciting seed. Everything to play for still.
Yeah, we are in the commentary booth are looking for Rudo's letter.
So ATZ playing Prelude. Going back child.
Okay, maybe picking up his strength too, or going into the bottom of the well.
Yeah, Rutos cannot be in the toilet.
So if you are ATZ, you are praying that this Rudo's letter is in bottom of the well. And if you are Killer App, you are praying that it is behind the heavy blocks in GT. And we're going to find out which one it is pretty soon. Or neither.
Yeah, he's going into the well, I imagine. He's done Dampe. That hint doesn't help.
I think it's because they're still
App
technically looking for one Baron hint.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't seen that. Wow. And I don't know if both runners have seen the Ocarina of Time hint.
They have.
Shape generator strength 2 was on Frogs 1, strength 3 in Adult Spirit.
Both of them
Yeah,
have
listen
seen
to-
the OOT hint.
Okay. Here we go, bottom of the well.
Songs are hard, guys.
And Killer App still does not have that big Goron sword. The tension is mounting. Will ATZ find anything here in the bottom of the well? Stay tuned here on CSR.
This is one of our top seeds on the ropes here, leaving it up to the fate of the bottom of the well. We will.
Once Killer App does the heavy block room, I will look at the results of the bet as well. Lens. Only thing that would be required for his treasure chest game.
Oh, and anyone out there wants a killer name for a band, Fates of the Bottom of the Well, you can thank Elgatua.
Killer App's going to be checking the heavy block chests pretty soon.
Yep. There's the other wallet and well.
King Zora confirmed.
King Zora confirmed dead.
King Zora confirmed frozen.
Namaha. No, it wasn't hinted dead, but I'm just saying that would be rather awful.
If it is
But
there, we
if
will
you-
all be dead from laughter.
Yeah, if you want to place your bet, you can place your bet for Rudo's letter on King Zora.
Well, I can't open a new bet, so.
Let's be honest, we all want to see that.
Oh, this just in. King Zora alive minutes before he died.
So ATZ is about halfway through Bottom of the Well and has not found anything other than this Lens of Truth. And Killer App is about to check the heavy block room, so here.
Everyone questioning if Killer App's magic is full or empty.
Oh, he's got some black magic going on. You can't trust a wizard who plays with black magic.
Piece of heart.
One just down.
Rolling into the wall. There's our last
Two
key.
chests down.
Toilet has an item. Wait. Apparently I miscounted keys.
It's not
And
there.
That was the last key. And there's a bottle in the...
So if it is neither here nor Bottom of the Well, then it's just a mess. Deep fire. Confirm.
There was one key on the right side.
I don't think we've seen things like Bomb Chew Bowling or the Castle Fairy Fountain. We haven't seen Zora's Domain yet.
ATZ, a very healthy boy.
Well, up to 11 hearts.
If this last check doesn't have anything, ATZ is probably going to go straight to Frogs in the Rain and pursue the Spirit Temple side.
I mean,
Don't you mean chickens?
Wow, that's it.
Lens is all that was inside there.
So that solved nothing.
Nope.
Lens and the Giant's wallet.
Oh, that's true. Well, stupid wallets.
All right, ATZ, where do you go next?
It's got 400 whole rupees.
Let's say if he goes Zora's River and gets that strength upgrade, he's not out of it yet.
But he's going to go clear
yeah.
Spirit for sure right after that if he gets it. Oh, it's chickens. Here we go.
Hey, he's doing chickens.
Called it. But yeah, it's absolutely still anybody's game. Killer App has a slight lead with his strength. But it is definitely not over. I'm really curious what the final chest here in the
Karu.
maze has.
Right, Karu, a nap, please. All storm checks have been checked.
Yep, and that has the frogs 1 left.
There's the light arrows for KillerApp.
KillerApp is not happy right now.
Yep, strength 2 for light. And then strength 2 way the hero in spirit for either gold gauntlets or the hover boots.
We are going to get another check that ATZ wasn't able to do here.
That is true. Alright, the center of the maze. What does it have?
Nayru's love.
Well, he ain't loving that neighbor.
Yep, so I think it is gonna be in the Gold Gauntlets Fairy. I'm feeling it. Feel it in my bones.
What do you even check now? Maybe a wasteland?
Yeah, I imagine KillerApp is gonna do the wasteland. I don't think we've seen the Desert Fairy Fountain either. But I hope he's playing on what items he got in Spirit Temple. Just $5 from chickens. So Kuiper's doing a little dance. And do you guys remember when ATZ, after waking up Talon and pushing those blocks, he showed off that little chicken?
He did what now?
That was him. Right before he went into the crawl space of the castle, he pulled out his chicken.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you could say he pulled out his cock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's why Andrew kind of gave him the cold shoulder there.
Oh, we've got Zora's River. Again.
Yep, so his river, I wonder if he's gonna go into domain. That would be awesome if Letter was just in there.
That would be an interesting one. Letter's just resting there in domain. Just gotta do the diving minigame. Just chilling.
Strength 2 incoming.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, he's
Shield
not
drop.
happy.
And
if
he's going into domain.
And if you're ATZ, you might be thinking, oh no, I just lost. Ruta's letter is in Way of the Hero's Spirit. But we know that's not the case, so checking Zora's domain could be a really good play.
Yeah, if he gets Pharaoh's Wind in here, that would be so incredibly fortunate.
Yeah, this is our first time that someone's gone into domain. The only check in spirit that's left is Twin Roba.
1 hour, 55 minutes.
Horseback archery on KillerApp. Oh yeah, Kokiri Foolish.
Oh, was that the hint in front of the king? That's hilarious. I called that like an hour and a half ago.
Timely.
Thank you for showing us this late. It's exactly what we wanted.
Just in case he forgot that he checked that Song of Storms grotto. But if skipping the Kokiri sword chest becomes the meta, eventually someone's just gonna end up forgetting to go back to it after Deku, and they're gonna find a hint like that, like Kokiri Force is barren. Oh, thank God, I forgot about that sword chest. Or Kokiri Force is Way of the Hero. Oh shit, I forgot about that sword chest.
So the first person that bet light arrows for GTG was Seaber92.
Has ATZ forgotten that he does not have the letter? Curious why he bottled up that fish.
He's just here, save some time.
He's gonna need
He's
it
got the
again.
bottles. So I'm looking at places that we have not seen, and the biggest one that's left on the board has got to be Deep Fire, or maybe some of the adult Lake Helios.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't see KillerApp do any of those when he was down there.
So we now have a bet for where is Ruto's letter.
And we also haven't seen Bombchu Bowling, the Hyrule Castle, or the Gold Gauntlet Ferry.
I like the one that says bet 20 skulls. No, not 20 skulls yet.
Yeah, that is true.
If you're the favorite in one of these races, this seed is your absolute worst nightmare because the entire map is open, you need one item, and all it takes is for your opponent to get lucky, and you're pretty much done in the first.
Yep, here's some bowling from Annette. Another check that we haven't seen is Darunia, or the Big Rolling Goron in Child Goron City. Annette's going out to the ferry.
Just a couple like out of the way child checks.
Oh, we also have Cola's favorite check, the treasure chest minigame.
Mm-hmm. Good time of day right now. Oh, is KillerApp gonna show us?
Yep, he is. And I imagine this is gonna seal the deal. So you're just gonna destroy everybody's brackets. Rudo's
OGC.
letter incoming.
OGC. OGC. Bloopy.
Not Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, ATZ is 7 years in the past. He needs to do some time traveling.
Right
Not
place,
doing
on
chess
top.
game. Had the time of day, not doing chess game.
Nope.
Yeet.
He's gonna make use of those silver gauntlets. He's chasing that spirit way of the hero. I hope
Yeah,
he
you gotta
sticks.
imagine.
I hope he
Spirit
sticks
Temple.
around after those hover boots.
And arrows.
No!
It
Hover
was
boots, way
not
of the hero,
strike 3
Spirit
way of the
Temple.
hero.
So we need to find Din's Fire and get Rudo's letter.
Or King Zora.
Or it's just in deep fire.
And no, hovers were way of the hero unless there's
Hovers way of the hero
Rudo's
for key
letter,
logic in fire.
or Rudo's letter is on Twin Rova.
Yep.
Which would be rather terrible.
ATZ is already really, really sad based on what he found in GTG, but when he finds these hovers here, it's going to be even.
Here's the thing, Killer App still hasn't done fire. He's going to go do fire right now.
Well, fire's potentially the right play. For all we know, it could be.
Yeah, does he bail after this first chest or not?
It's a tough question.
But if he bails, where does he bail to?
That's a good question. He would bail to the bottom of the well, I think.
That is true, yeah. That's also available for him. This is one of those situations where you're doing pretty well, you're on stream, you're about to fight Volvagia, and you just really don't want to run out of time. So you have your fairy and you save with full life, and that way at least if things go wrong, you're not going to die and completely embarrassed. I've been there.
They have checked Big Pose, at least ATZ did. No one has checked Lens minigame. Lens in the bottom of the well, only ATZ has that.
I'm gonna get yelled at so hard if it ends up being an AD because of Redead Grave.
Yeah, that would be pretty awful.
The writing scribe GTG is Way of the Hero. They've done everything except for Toilet, and it had light arrows there. Toilet does have an item though, but it will not be Ruto's letter.
And now the tricky ones are Spirit and the Graveyard. Spirit, had hover boots, maybe something on Twin Rova. The Graveyard had Wallet, Fire Arrows, and Nocturne.
Actually, yeah, GTG is completely done. They won't have to go back for it at all. Even though Toilet has an item, it's not Ruto's letter, and that's all they need.
ATZ getting all the arrows.
It cannot be Ruto's letter because Song of Time is an Ice Cavern, and you need Song of Time to do the Toilet.
Ah, good call.
So they won't have a reason. Well, ATZ will go back to check the heavy block room, but Killer App has no reason to go back to GTG. There's the hovers. And yeah, Killer App going back into fire.
Yep, he wants to check out some key logic. So if he gets 2 more keys here, hover boots are not required for Fire Temple. 2 keys in the next 4 checks.
There's
And
the
there are
golds.
gold gauntlets. Yeah, that might be a sigh of relief for ATZ temporarily.
Until he checks the 1. That's it. We know it's not because of that strength.
Yep, and nothing in the light trial.
Tasty.
Song of Storms did produce silvers, but it's for Way of the Hero Spirit.
KillerApp feeding that pancake. As ATZ is giving that Iron Knuckles some experience points. Anyone who noticed KillerApp switching back to the Master Sword from the Big Goron Sword, and curious as to why. For some reason, I guess because this mini boss in Ganon share
Oh no!
the Master Sword is the sword of choice.
ATZ just fell off of the Silver Gauntlet's hand there, and we know it's empty, but he's gonna probably have to go all the way back up and check it.
Oh, that feels terrible.
That has happened to me before, and it feels so bad.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no fairies win to warp back inside there or anything like that. There's one key. There's two keys, so hover boots are not required for Fire Temple. Or no, he needs one more key, doesn't he? He needs one more key in one of the next two checks.
We could be finding Dins up here too. Just in case the current punishment was not enough for these runners.
Yeah, you have to be able to knock down the pillar for hovers to not be needed.
He's got all these keys.
Doesn't matter if you don't have enough keys to get up to the big pillar.
I mean, he's got 4. You only need 6.
Another decision coming up is, will ATZ stick around for Twin Rova? We have not seen that check, and technically it could be...
Good point. Hovers and gold could be gigantic bait.
Keep in mind, August, that the 4th key came from Valagia.
Yes, very true.
So technically only has 3 prior to being able to beat the boss. So he used 1, he's about to use 2 more.
Yeah, hovers were in the top right chest in the big room of the Spirit Temple. After you play Zelda's Lullaby on that statue's hand. And ATZ also lowering down the bridge to Twin Rova.
Oh, and opening it. Is he gonna do it?
Looks like it.
No!
Just
He's
kidding.
not. Oh no, is he going back for that chest that he missed? Or did he not do child side upper?
Does he have the boss key?
He didn't do the torture room up here, so he's gonna do that and then go back to the Silver Gauntlets check. But he did pick up the boss key. That was on the Mirror Shield chest.
Yeah, chat pointing it out that if ATZ didn't melt the face, then he would have had to go all the way back up to reset the mirrors.
Interesting, I did not know that.
Yeah, the platform will stay down, but the mirrors return to their original position. So if you don't melt off the face, you have to go all the way back up just to reset the mirrors so you can melt the face off.
That's terrible.
That's the third thing I've learned this seed.
This is what happens when you join commentary. Checking Desert Colossus Fairy.
So I think one more small key and hover boots are not going to be required.
Yep, he needs one more small key for hovers to not be Way of the Hero for fire.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 checks to get it.
Well, if hovers aren't Way of the Hero, they could be. Or they're not Way of the Hero for fire. They still could be Way of the Hero for shadow.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too there,
Yep.
Arrow.
That's a good point, Elgatua. Looks like ATZ is going to reverse, get his Wasteland check, and then go back into GTG. Get the bad news. I guess good news if he logics out that Rudos can't be underneath in the toilet. But as he has said from his pre-race interview, or survey, I guess, that he filled out, he is not very confident in parsing out complicated logic like that.
Oof. KillerApp falling down.
Little sloppy mistake. Not the end of the world, fortunately.
Did KillerApp activate his Scarecrows now?
Yes.
So KillerApp still needs to check Pierre and the shortcut chest.
Nope, down to a 50-50 for those hover boots required for Fire Temple key logic.
That is not a key.
Wow. This has got to be so stressful for the runners.
Yep, I imagine so. Early on the seed, we got a whole lot. We had Sphere 0 hookshot and strength. I forget where the bow was. Dodongo's Cavern. Dodongo's Cavern was stacked with the bow and the hammer. Hammer led to the bomb bag. Technically, we need the slingshot to get the boomerang off of Goma. Mirror Shield was also in the Deku Tree. Yeah, tons of just early items, and then this latter part of the seed has just been trolling these guys left and right.
ATZ, especially paranoid going back to GTG to check those last 4 behind the heavy block, but as we know, nothing.
Yep. 17 skulls for Killer App. 16 for ATZ. Oh, Hover's way of the hero for fire. That was not a key. Ooh,
Oh
that
god,
was close.
Yep,
that was so scary.
That
Go
was
for a
super
win to
close.
get back up there. I guess he could death warp to get back up there. If he really wanted to.
So hovers were definitely way of the hero for Fire Temple. Is there more in Fire Temple? Or is there something in Shadow?
Or were those graveyard way of the hero hint? And I forget where the other wallet was, but were they both for King?
That's true. The
Second
other wallet
was
was in
the
well.
bottom of the well.
Yeah, so technically it could be double way the hero hints for those. That would be really
Alright.
dumb though.
This
Alright.
crater was storms. Oi.
Yeah, Crater Storms and then Graveyard Way of the hero for the other wallet.
There's what? Two checks left in fire. One of them will be a key or no? No.
Well, one of them is blocked behind
One is a key.
Rudo's letter because Song of Time is in the Ice Cavern, no? Or is that trick enabled?
You mean the hammering switch? Hammering
Yep.
through
Yeah,
the...
that switch is enabled.
Yeah, that trick is in logic. So what Killer App just did is logical based off of the settings that we have for the tournament. And freeing the Goron!
What a guy!
For anyone
What a
who
pal!
is unfamiliar, there's a rusty switch
There's the
underneath
key.
that Song of Time block, which you need the hammer to hit. And the hammer can hit through those Song of Time blocks.
Hammer chest has an item.
Yep, ATZ getting the bad news, chasing that gold gauntlets bait. And now going to Lake Hylia.
There's some checks here that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen adult fishing, diving the lab. Oh, shoot, the sun is also an option.
Yeah, with that long shot.
If Ruto's on hammer chest, ATZ is never going there. Yeah, if this ends up being Ruto's letter, it's GG for Killer App. It's basically
Absolutely.
whoever finds it first, it's GG.
And at this point, Annette has the whole bottom of the well cleared out over Killer App.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they've kind of been all over the place checking the same check. No problem catching the fish, and that $20 refund.
Nothing up
And
there.
Where is this
Yep,
letter?
deep fire is burned.
All that for nothing in deep fire.
Both of these guys have got to be sure that they've lost already.
It's either Thought King Zora, Child Goron City, Desert Fairy Fountain. I don't know if we've checked that. We must have, right?
Which one?
The desert.
A Desert Colossus Fairy?
I believe we've checked
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh, he's setting up for Shoot the Sun. We're gonna get to shoot the sun
Oh,
here.
wow. Very nice manipulation of the time of day.
Clearly, it's for 30 skulls to get your slingshot to get target in the woods.
Oh, could also be the treasure chest minigame. Haven't seen that one.
Yep.
Killer app back child. I imagine he's gonna do some bowling. Just $20 off the sun.
Surely by now, it's just King Zora.
What check would be worse, King Zora or Twin Rova?
It's
Oh no.
pretty much the pits.
Is ATZ
Both.
going back to do fire? He is! Oh no!
That's the break Killer app needs. And if he manages to dodge the well...
Child Goron has not been done either, although the spinning pot was a hint, and that is dead. So I believe there's only 2 checks.
Yep.
Yeah, ATZ did not check chess minigame despite having the right time of day.
At this point, it's pretty much guaranteed to be somewhere dumb.
Oh, yeah.
I think Killer App's going well.
Yep, that's the logical play. Although, I wonder if you're in his shoes at this point, and you think, ATZ, maybe if he finds it in well, he's finished already. So can you rule it out? It's a hard call.
I wonder if Killer app can clear out the well before ATZ finishes with fire here.
He could still end up being really close at the end. If they get to the last 3 or 4 checks, and they're all the same stupid 3 or 4 checks, they're going to be pretty close to tie.
I will be right back.
So we're going to have to wait
Waiting.
for these guys to finish up the progression that the other person has done. We know that Bottom of the Well has nothing, and we know that Fire Temple also has nothing. So both of these guys are going to clear those out, and then we're probably going to be back to where we started, which is Twin Rova being available, King Zora being available, and boy, I don't even know how much else there is. Child Goron City as well.
Yeah, it really is. It's Twin Rova, King Zora, Child Goron City.
Has anyone turned in Pose?
Yes, and that did some ghost busting.
I knew he killed it, I just didn't know if he turned it in.
Yep, he did. Man, the treasure chest minigame. Target in
Yep,
the
that's
woods, engineer, pointing that out. We have a slingshot on 30 skulls.
That's true. That would be epic.
And 20 skulls is available.
Yeah, so there's some silly ones left. Oh, it would be really horrible if it was 20. They would both be kicking them.
Yeah, we have not seen a slingshot. Yeah, but we did get a hook shot early for the 30 skulls, so it's available to us. And it could be locking more than just that boomerang from Queen Goma.
There's that lens for Killer App.
I have to say, for someone who's come in ranked pretty low in the standings, I've been really impressed with Killer App's execution. He's really matched ATZ in terms of execution, and I don't think he's really made any major execution errors. It really speaks to the depth of the player pool that we have here, that even someone right at the bottom of the qualification standings can execute a seed this long without making any major mistakes.
Yeah, these are the types of seeds where if you're, facing off an opponent like ATZ or a Marco, someone who's just really tight in their execution, 95% of the time, this is the type of seed you want. And, gambling on the well or something, if the decision works out in your favor, that's all you need.
So based on how this is trending, I do think that they will finish Bottom of the Well and Fire Temple at about the same time. Killer App might finish a smidge sooner, because ATZ probably has to check the Scarecrow chest. But it's going to be an exciting finish no matter what now. We're pretty much guaranteed. Wow, really nice jump slash off the pedestal there to hit Dead Hand before he went down with the brook.
Dead hand is not easy.
Was that 18 skulls for ATZ?
Yeah, they're both pretty close.
This should be 19. Yep. So ATZ just needs one more skull till I think Killer App might need 2 more.
Yeah, if skulls are on his mind, I imagine he'll be grabbing this one next to the light.
Ooh,
That was crazy.
That was real close.
Yep. Do not. Just because they're named bubbles doesn't mean they're easily popped.
Those are keys.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the bubble on ATZ's head.
No, Killer App did something really crazy where he Deku nutted the keys, and then the second they came back to life from being stunned, he backflipped over them. It was really wild and could have gone really...
That sounds like stream value.
ATZ with a nice flip over the firewall there.
Yep, and I think he has deduced that the highest Goron holds a key.
Mm-hmm. Or no, highest score on... Oh yeah, sorry. I'm dumb.
It's just been a long seed. Happy 2.5 hour mark there.
Oh, we've got Killer App waiting for a time of day. This time waiting for night instead of daytime.
Remember an hour ago when we thought the seed was solved? Yeah, that was cool.
I do remember.
Never assume that a seed that I roll is solved.
So this looks like it's going to be for treasure chest game.
Yep.
There would be no other reason why he'd be waiting like that.
Yeah, KillerApp is definitely waiting for treasure chest game. So ATZ is gonna get his last item here in Fire Temple. Right as KillerApp's getting this. We're about to find out, is this the right play?
Cheating McCheater? Absolutely.
Come on, King Zora.
We do not know if Shadow is barren or not. We know Water Temple, Death Mountain Trail, and Kokiri Forest were our designated barren.
ATZ not realizing that this is the key.
Well, foot and mouth.
So has KillerApp gotten all of the wallet upgrades? He's got one, but I don't know if he got the second.
He hasn't gotten the
Yeah.
graveyard one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like he's comfortable with the boomerang strat.
This is...
Here we go.
a nut!
Oh,
Alright, King Zora, Twin Rova, Child, Goron City. And that's before it's all dungeons.
So where is
Would mean that
ATZ going?
one of those spots has Din's Fire.
there's not much left.
ATZ never blew up Blink for Goron.
So I think KillerApp might be checking Dompe. I'm not sure if he did that check.
He hasn't.
And KillerApp also has adult Lake Helia, if he wants to check that, but we know that ATZ found nothing. I imagine that he will do his 20 skulls here while he's in the
Wow, did he skip the boulder maze too?
Yep. Oh no! Oh no!
I guess ATZ did not know that that platform is hookshotable. He does now.
That's 20 skulls!
ATZ committing honorable seppuku in honor of this wonderful seed.
Yeah, that was an epic 20 skull hit.
KillerApp has done the entire Goron City maze.
Yes, but he is going back to Goron City. He is getting checks we haven't seen.
Yep.
Hot on the
ATZ
trail.
might be in the right place at the wrong time. Oh, KillerApp also hasn't done Zora's Fountain, or Zora's Domain, rather.
Mm-mm.
That is true.
Oh, that's where the scale was. I couldn't remember where the silver scale was. Oh no, go
ATZ
check.
Going back.
Go check your skulls. You just got 20.
Alright, Dancing Goron incoming.
Songs are hard, guys.
And he's got to play two of them back to back.
Yep.
If it ends up being Rudo's, it's not just going to be Darunia's joy, it will be KillerApp's joy. Because he will have a huge...
Well, if ATZ is about to do the same thing, it won't necessarily be a huge lead.
Well, ATZ might be going treasure chest game, though.
Nope.
JK lol.
No, bomb refill.
Alright, Hot Rodder incoming. And then, if it's not Hot Rodder and Hot Rodder has nothing, it's Twin Rover or King Zora. Or 20 skulls.
Not
Or
checking
30
Hot
skulls
Rodder.
for slingshot.
Oh
30
god, why
skulls
did
for
you say
slingshot.
that? King Rova.
Killer's getting all turned around.
Would it be King Rover or would it be Twin Zora?
Twin Zora. Even though this wasn't in relation to this, I like Arrow Razor's response of, yeah.
Did Killer App forget the hot rodder?
Yep.
Oh
That's
no.
bad.
If that ends up being the deciding thing, he's never going to forgive himself.
Yikes.
Cola and Shadow. Secretly, they're looking for Dins. Alright. ATZ about to get Hot Rodder.
Killer App finding that Kotri Forest Baron.
Just a
It's
bloopy.
not there. Turns
Killer
out
App dodged a bullet.
just making Galaxy plays, he knew.
Yeah, unless he's still trying to find it later and he thinks about that. He's like, oh, I forgot that, and has to go back for it.
It's just an
hot,
optimization.
his hot rodder sense was tingling.
There you go, Kira. The letter is in Termina. I put it in Majora's Mask.
Oh, so you have access to the fabled Zooter Majora's Mask combo rando?
Yep.
Holding down on us. Why would Shadow? So why would you do Twin Rova when your Way of the Hero Spirit Temple gives you hover boots and gold gauntlets? Clearly, you're going to check the gold gauntlets fairy and go through deep fire first.
We're finally getting a 20 skull hint or check.
Oh my god!
The top 32 are going to band together to remove me entirely, not just from the community, from the world. Bomb refill!
Oh, nonsense. Bomb refill on 20.
Ah.
Twin
Sling
Rova.
shot, sling
King
shot,
Zora.
sling shot.
He's grabbing
Target
a
in the
bug!
woods.
He's grabbing a bug! He's going for 30 skulls!
Or he's buying blue fire. No,
He has
he's going
500
for-
rupees. Oh my god.
Wow.
I can just feel the sadness right through the TV screen.
I can just feel the confusion and the neurons like dying in these racers' brains. Like, what the hell? What the hell? I thought 30 was dead.
So, the comment of, is this another Plando? Honestly, I would not be able to make a Plando as good as this.
Yeah, there's certain things that are special.
Alright, that's...
I mean, it could get better.
21!
Could be
I mean-
Dins.
Dins are iron boots.
Where is ATZ going?
Gold scale. ATZ is has lost his mind.
Probably. I guess there's a couple skulls up here.
Unless he's going through the Lost Woods. There's 2 soil patches there, the one in the forest.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's lost, that's for sure.
I mean, both of them could forfeit, right? They could call it a draw. Like, IRC, like, dude, you in go mode? No, you? No. You want to forfeit? Yes, let's forfeit.
I mean, if if that had happened, they are 15 minutes ahead. Because there's a 15-minute delay. I would have seen it by now, and I probably would have been like, I need to go find out what to do. Hang on, guys. I'll be back.
I mean, you did do that like 20 minutes ago.
No, it would have been much more panicked. It would have been much more panicked.
Yeah, it has been quite the siege. Anyone just joining us, we found strength on that $40 Deku scrub in Lost Woods. We found hookshot on Richard the dog. Dodongo's Cavern had the bow and the hammer. Hammer unlocked the bomb bag in the Lost Woods. Boomerang was on Queen Goma that we got out of Logic. Ugh,
Yeah.
What else?
KillerApp is going for this wallet. KillerApp is thinking King Zora.
Oh yeah.
I think ATZ is thinking the same.
Graveyard. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for these guys to do over in that direction.
KillerApp just needs to make up some money. ATZ just needs to go buy it.
Oh wait, what? KillerApp is going back in.
KillerApp.
KillerApp's brain is broken.
Everybody's brain is broken.
Yep, ATZ is making that purchase.
I want it to be Dinspire too. I want him to thaw him out for Dinspire.
Dinspire and then Iron Boots are in Shadow.
I just want to see it.
You mean gold scale in Shadow for Iron Boots in the bottom of the lab.
And then they go through all of that, and Naruto's letter is just on Twinrova.
Oh no, KillerApp is really gonna. He was in CAC. He should have just bottled up a bug.
So, and I do like that ATZ is still collecting a Skulltula along the way. Still, still thinking, all right, I'm gonna keep checking these. Unfortunately, had to. Where?
It's rando. Anything can. He's going in for these skulls over to the right.
Is he really?
Skulls over to the right. Yeah. Or is he riding the platform up? He's going for all 3 skulls? No. Okay, I guess he's.
Yeah, he's throwing for skulls. Just in case.
There's 300 for KillerApp.
Yep. KillerApp might get it first.
Well, and that's just because ATZ is kind of playing safe and saying, all right, King Zora might not have anything. It might be 30 skulls for that stupid slingshot.
This is awesome.
I hope this is your first rando race for some of you viewers out there.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Oh, finally getting Prelude. KillerApp finally getting Prelude.
I mean, he hasn't. You don't really need it. You have Serenade. You can save Warp as an adult.
The person tracking KillerApp, you accidentally deselected Nocturne instead of selecting Prelude.
Oopsie. Well, there it is. Both runners armed with blue fire as soon as KillerApp releases his parry.
Grantman still needs to select Nocturne again. There you go.
And ATZ playing hard for 30 skulls.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he's still not rushing up there to check it.
I mean, they both have to know that it's somewhere just unbelievably stupid considering the other person is not finished yet, and it's been basically an hour with no progression.
Yes, especially KillerApp, and he is headed towards the king. Get your pogs ready in chat. Will King Zora hold Rudo's letter, the fabled seed? Or will it be worse?
That was what, 27 skulls, I think?
And ATZ, yeah, headed that way. Killer Apps can beat him to it, I think.
But not
He's
by
definitely beating him to it now.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but as you were about to say, not by much.
Yeah. ATZ, oh!
A little
That's
bit more.
not what you wanted.
Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit.
28 for ATZ. Alright, we're gonna see Killer App do it first.
Yep. ATZ grabbing one more skull here.
What's it gonna be?
There it is.
29 for ATZ. Annoying thing for ATZ is 30 skulls, he'll still have to go
For
child.
the memes!
Oh, it's just a piece of heart!
Wow. Not even Din's hover.
Is Killer App going for Twin Rova?
He's out of checks. It's Twin Rover. It's 30.
I mean, props to him. Like, he's got other checks available that he hasn't done, but he's going right to the ones that have not been seen. So it's really good instincts, and he's doing a good job of figuring out if it's in adult Lake Helia. Then ATZ's probably finished already, so I can just skip.
I gotta say,
true. Killer App might be doing some metagaming here.
I gotta say, for ATZ, he perfectly routed in to get 30 skulls. There's one more that he can grab right here in Zora's domain, and that'll give him his 30th. He has the right time of day. It's been perfect for him.
Yeah, it's still anyone's game, as we're gonna see Killer App finding the bad news. No sunlight. Oh, he did melt the face.
He did, apparently.
Apparently, yeah. So, we're gonna find an answer here quickly. I imagine ATZ is gonna check 30 before Rova.
Yep.
But then he'll just get that slingshot and replace his sword, so it's gonna be close to see these last two checks. We are down to 2 here in the commentator's booth, 50-50. Twin Rova or Target in the Woods.
And before both checks give a slingshot.
If both checks give a slingshot, the seed is officially broken and Jason is in trouble.
One is Iron Boots, one is Slingshot.
Yeah,
For Dins.
that would be better.
For Dins. Hey, there's that slingshot that you got hinted at forever ago.
Yeah, 2.5 hours ago. That was
Were we joking? That it was what are the odds that is required? Come on.
Oh, well, we knew it was required for that boomerang.
He's now in logic with that boomerang.
He can officially kill Queen Goma. Mirror Shield was Spear 0 in the Deku tree.
Abuse of power, Cubs. Abuse of power.
Yeah, so Hookshot, Mirror Shield, and Strength 1 were Spear 0. So that puts the bow and hammer into Spear 1, bomb bags into Spear 2. Yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, this is it, right?
Yeah, these are the.
Wait, what is he doing?
Yeah, getting a new seed. He's starting over.
Spending the time just to say WTF.
This is what happens when you forfeit a qualifier. They get you back.
I guess Randobot did not appreciate that final forfeit.
You mean for the qualifier I also rolled?
Oh, is that you? Oh,
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Twin
I
Rover
looked
going
into
down.
it.
This
It's
is
a coin
neck and
flip.
neck. What's
Recovery hurt.
Twin Rover?
And
What is it? Is it Rudo's letter? Is it Din's? What do we?
Is it deleted?
is it deleted?
ATZ doesn't know what the fuck to do. He is like, what? Huh?
And
Well,
And-
something's been deleted from ATZ. Oh, it's
it's
there!
there!
There it is. There's the letter. Oh man, Spirit Temple, Way of the Hero, baiting with both the hover boots and the gold gauntlets. Killer App
how
must
it
be
ends.
thinking. Killer App must be thinking that ATZ is fighting Ganon or something. He's just gotta be like, what the hell is going on?
The only thing ATZ is fighting right now is depression, because oh my god.
Yeah, ATZ is broken. He's checking the silver scale item, I think.
ATZ going into loser's bracket.
Again.
Oh.
This is a repeat of season 1. Unfortunately, it wasn't just a stupid, like, oh, I forgot to check Tech Tygrado. Yeah, ATZ went back for that silver scale item because he's like, oh, maybe I missaw that. Maybe that was vanilla.
I mean,
And,
in all
and now
fairness,
he's like, what the fuck can I do?
Wait,
full clear your way of the hero. Full clear your way of the hero. Come on, guy.
Alright, so for premium bet winner, we have Grant Man. And
So I think we have 3 checks in
Alright.
Jabu.
this one is perfect for our non-premium bet winner. No one actually bet Twin Rova from the non-subs.
Yeah.
So-
But Anat has parsed it together. He knows the one check he hasn't done yet.
Yep. Yeah, so basically, he's gonna go get this letter, but he
I
is
feel
still
real
far
bad.
enough behind. I don't think he can pull this one back.
Yeah, no, Killer App would have to have just a god-awful Lord Jabu Jabu and Baronade fight.
And
Yeah, it would
Ganon,
really take a lot.
Although, you know, see, Killer App had never collected his fish, and At was thinking ahead.
that fish might save him.
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, Killer App would have to just I don't know, console crash something.
Oh,
But even we
there's
have
the
a fair
clip.
play agreement, so that wouldn't even.
There's the clip of Anat's brain broke.
Well, if you've watched this seed, then you have witnessed the birth of new me.
You've witnessed just a hell of a seed. This is the seed of nightmares. Like it would have been better to have the letter on King Zora. Like both these runners checked that before Twin Rova. That's ridiculous.
I mean, frankly, you can't even blame the seed. Like, the seed tried to help. They just didn't listen.
They say that full clearing your way of the hero
Way of the
is
hero.
on their way of the hero.
It's way of the hero. That's so funny. We had it right. And over an hour and a half ago, when we said well, it's going to be letter and spirit, and it's going to be light arrow somewhere else, and then strength and way of the hero. I mean, we had it right.
Yeah, we did. We all got trolled by those gold gauntlets and hover boots. Although, you know, technically hover boots were required. You will see the letter drop from Twin Rova in approximately a minute and a half.
I can't wait for this reaction.
Rob Dog, I have ATZ
already...
losing to Namaha, not Killer App.
This is definitely Dingus mode.
KillerApp already with the princess riding the elevator. He is rescuing one princess as we speak. Yep, and everybody's bracket's absolutely destroyed. Right here.
So clearly, my only goal was to destroy everybody's bracket predictions.
And ATZ's soul. Well, here we go. Get ready for some sadness.
Honestly, ATZ might have preferred
There it is.
Dins. Like he might have been able to catch up at this point if that was Din's fire.
Yeah, if that was Din's, then he would have been like, okay, I can still possibly execute this better.
Well, it'd be well. Right now, he doesn't know if he's ahead, if he's behind.
Yeah, for all ATZ knows, KillerApp last location this too. But the thing is, in this seed, KillerApp was able to eliminate a few checks just based on figuring out that ATZ would have finished beforehand. KillerApp never checked Adult Lake Helia, and the minute or two that it would take to check that, as well as gambling against 30 skulls for Slingshot, that is about the 4-minute difference we see between the two runners.
Yeah, we don't know where Din's iron boots are. They could be in Jabu here. One of them is either in Jabu or Ganon's castle, or the Ice Cavern, I guess. But I will say, those final 10 skulls that ATZ routed in,
yeah,
just goes to show you how quickly you can route in 10 skulls. It was an epic 20th skull collect to follow off with a really quick 10 skulls. So KillerApp here in the mini boss of Jabu Jabu, the easiest boss in the game. Yep, this is KillerApp's. Yeah, KillerApp's game to lose.
The only way that he could run into issues is if somehow he loses one of these Deku sticks. He does need all 3 for Baronade, and if you break one, then there's some backups with pots, but it's not.
Yeah, definitely not ideal.
Oof. That doesn't help KillerApp.
No.
I hate it when that happens to me. I get so mad. I hate this room.
Yeah, this is a pretty awful run. They're like, all right, we need the boomerang to do something else.
Someone check ATC's bracket. This might be a throw. That's what Cub said.
Right, the winner of the brackets gets a small prize.
I think the only thing they get is personalized name filler and like the bragging rights.
Which I think ATZ already has.
Yeah, ATZ already has the pink name from winning season 1.
Wow, Killer App just climbing the climbing the wall.
Ooh, that is time that ATZ will catch up. There is a very nifty trick. You run into that room and just kind of stare up and turn slightly, and throw the boomerang and then side hop off to hit that switch. Well, here we go, Baronade fight. 3 hours in. Happy 3-hour mark, everybody.
It's anything but happy for the two of them.
I don't know. ATZ might have a pretty easy run through the losers bracket.
Nice first 2 hits there.
Yeah, very clean Baronade fight so far.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. About, what, 90 seconds? And Baronade's done. ATZ still has 2 rooms to clear and the mini boss. That is the light medallion for Killer App. Couple two to the Ocarina, pulling the Master Sword.
Was that a slingshot on Baronade?
Oh, I hope so.
I know.
That
I
would
saw
be
it.
glorious.
Yeah, slingshot on Baronade.
That's just rude, frankly.
Oh, it's gonna be much ruder when ATZ sees it. And, you know, if ATZ hadn't gone for that 30 skull hand and just rushed King Zora, he would have gotten there before Killer App, who, as we saw, was farming 20 rupees in the between Goron City and Death Mountain Crater in Darunia's chamber there. Yes, very, very fast to chew those stingrays.
ATZ still a solid 3 minutes behind the minimum.
That doesn't help. Throwing Ruto
Anger
at the
management.
door. You stupid fish! Ah!
Why did you give your letter to Twin Rova?
And Killer App making his way over towards the Rainbow Bridge. Should be finishing in approximately 6 to 8 minutes.
The annoying thing is, this seed could have been so much quicker.
ATZ can't really catch up unless Killer App has just the worst next several fights. With the Lizalfos, the Iron Knuckles, and Ganondorf, he'd have to just be trolled heavily by all of those fights. And with the Big Goron Sword, I can't imagine that. One Lizalfos down. There's 2. Now, a pair of Stalfos and a pair of Iron Knuckles are stand between him and Ganondorf.
Axe. I'm gonna be salty about this forever.
And Iron Knuckles down out of problem. Oh, and that missing a boomerang throw.
Oh, that doesn't help.
Yeah, he threw it too early.
In these long seeds that get really trolly, sometimes it can really get into your head and start to affect your execution. And I've been really impressed with KillerApp, who, despite everything that this seed has thrown at him, has really kept it together and kept his head in the game, and is really going to earn this win. He absolutely deserved it.
Yeah, 100%. Someone mentioned in chat too that they, you know, as the seed has progressed, they kind of saw ATZ's execution slip. We saw early on he nailed those shooting mini games, but you know there was a ledge or two that he jumped down. He messed up that the owl get in Lake Hylia, but you know it was very efficiently rerouted to the desert. But it's just been a long seed, and those long seeds can get to you. But KillerApp has managed to keep it together, and it looks like he's coming away with the victory. A major upset in this tournament, and 1000% has earned it.
Yeah, but I mean, both of them played really well with their routing and their execution in general. A couple mistakes here and there, but nothing that like really put them out of it. The only thing was, if they had full cleared Way of the Hero, this would have been much quicker and much different, I think.
And the only thing I might say is that going for 30 skulls, ATZ playing it efficiently, I guess, as opposed to, I guess, meta gaming. Or hey, if it's 30, my opponent has it. You know, let's just rush to King Zara.
Yeah, KillerApp, I think, metagamed about 2.5 minutes off of his seed, and that's what it's going to be in the end. So good.
Yeah, but ATZ is not far behind. You know, 6 to 8 minutes, and he'll be finishing up too. And that means both these runners IRL are done.
Yep, as a reminder to chat, both of our racers are running this on a 15-minute delay per the rules of the tourney. So technically, at this point, both of them are finished. We'll see their official finishes pop up here soon. But in real life, they have finished, and they're silently waiting to jump in.
From the mysterious world of tomorrow.
Oh yeah, here you go. We'll just throw that up on the stream for a second.
KillerApp's about to wrap it up.
Even though this was less my fault for the seed and more their fault for not full clearing.
And that's going to be a killer wrap-up. No? Nobody?
Nah.
Nope. And there it is.
Congratulations.
Where's Polyganon when I need him?
KillerApp 31110 for that finish.
GG's in chat. Keep them coming.
Yeah, let's show some love to our racers here. They really went through it this season.
Oh yeah, if you're not following these racers, what the heck are you doing? Without these racers racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced.
If a race happens and no one's watching the race, is it a race?
Well, here comes Killer App to join us.
As long as someone duns, it's a race.
GG, Killer App.
Thank
G.
you. GG's.
So what in the world is going through your head there, especially at the end?
Yeah, I thought I was toast. It was, I started doing meme, meme checks after, doing all of Fire Temple and all of Bottom of the Well for nothing. I think I did most, if not all, the child checks too. So I was like, I gotta do these one-off things that Ats might have skipped or didn't think about. So I did stuff like King's Aura and back to finish
Yeah, it was
Spirit.
pretty nuts. It was like 80, 90 minutes in, we were like, oh, it's got to be Rudo's letter and or light arrows in Spirit, and the other one's in GTG. And then you
Yeah.
pulled out the hover boots and gold gauntlets, and we were just thrown for a loop. And then we in the commentary booth and chat, we were like, all right, it's either King Zora, Twin Rova, Child Goron City, the treasure chest minigame, or I don't know, maybe it's 30 skulls for the slingshot for Target in the Woods, which is what Annette did before going to Twin Rova.
Yeah, it just sucks getting debated like that. And having
Yeah,
the what was it, Nocturne in the way, the hero graveyard too.
Also,
Yeah.
just to make sure we know that welcome to ATZ also joining us.
Thanks.
Wanted to make sure that I got thrown in there because ATZ's just like quiet.
Welcome and sorry.
No apologies, man. You earned that victory. That was just a shitty seed, and you played it really well.
Tell us what it felt like when you found Rudo's. What was going through your mind, and did you think that you were ahead?
I honestly thought I had lost. I was just waiting for Ats to dot done because he saw I pulled out my hammer and started banging on Rudo's letter. I was like, oh. But yeah, once I got to at least the Ganondorf fight, I figured Ats had the probably last location in this because he would have been done by now.
Yeah, I noticed that you were able to eliminate a few checks in Lake Helia, and I figured that was the reason for that. Is that right?
Yeah, I was like, I skipped those as going to GTG, so I was thinking that if it was like Rudo's letter, someone in GTG, it would have been in go mode and then gotten a hit for light arrows.
Did you do any special strats, considering, at least according to the qualifier rankings, you were like a big underdog coming into this?
As far as most of it, I didn't really. I routed like I normally do, just which actually kind of worked out. Early adult didn't really pay out. As like getting the, I guess the lift upgrade is from the scrub. Gotcha the hammer from DC and then the subsequent bomb bag.
And
Yeah, it was a very
ATZ's official
interesting, like,
finish.
hour mark. But Annette, how about you take us through kind of how you routed and your thought process going through the hell that this seed was?
Oh God. I don't know. I'm pretty small brain, so I forgot Twin Rova, as you all saw. Uh, God, I don't even know. I felt like I was doing pretty well for the first like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And then there was just some really bad shit that happened. Like I found strength after doing GTG. So I was scared and I wanted to go back there, and that was what I ended up doing.
Mhm.
And you know, the really sad thing about this is I fell in Spirit, and the way I was routing Spirit, I was actually just gonna loop around and then go up to the top and do Twin Rova. But then I fell, and then I figured, okay, well now
Oh,
it's better
wow.
if I just go to the top first, and then I have to go back outside again. So if I go back outside, I'm not gonna go all the way back in and go to Twin Rova from there. Like I'll just go do GTG and stuff, and then I'll just go do all these other things. And then I just ended up forgetting that Twin Rova existed. So feels
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. We saw Killer App. You didn't see he did the slingshot target, and then he's like, what the hell can I do now?
Ooh.
Yeah, yikes.
Yeah,
I think you
I forgot lens game as well, actually.
and the hint for cac archery.
Yeah, that's I knew about that one, and then I got double defense, and I was like, oh fuck. Like,
I thought about
But-
getting it early too, but then I started getting hearts, and I was like, yeah, just skip it.
But you did it first try. Congrats.
thank you.
This is actually a really great race to watch because for the first, say, hour and a half, you guys went through different routes, but you pretty much did the same things, and your execution was pretty equal. So it was looking like, had it been simple, as for the last few items, that it was going to be a really tight finish. Instead, we got that, but it still ended up being pretty close in the end.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a good point. You guys were kind of like weaving back and forth and high fiving. It was very good. Like again, like first 90 minutes, 2 hours.
I mean, it was lovely
That's
when you
cool.
created a new file just to say what the fuck.
I was hoping you guys were gonna like that.
Oh, of course.
We also have a clip that someone made of you when your brain just like stopped after you did Target in the Woods.
Yeah, I was so confused. Like I just couldn't think of what I forgot. Like I knew that I forgot something, but I just couldn't remember. So I don't even know. I like went back to the lake because I was like, maybe this is like a scale or something that's there. Because like
Yep.
I thought that it was arrows, but arrows are such a stupid thing to see. So I was like, maybe it's just this like a scale. Like I don't know. Like I was convinced that I was gonna find bins and then we would do shadow.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, we all were there.
But yeah, you were going back and forth to the lake quite a bit. But it was very impressive when you missed that jump over by the lab and just kind of routed in over to Requiem. Thought that was quick on the fly routing.
Yeah. Originally, I was going to just take the owl, and then I was pretty sure I had enough time to make it to CAC when it turned night. But instead, I just used the Requiem to change time of day.
Well, the seed trolled both y'all in essentially the same way. But yeah. So here's a question. You were basically buying Blue Fire at the same time. Did you guys have any idea of like, how many checks are left and what's the gamble to make here? Because Killer App kind of like made a beeline for King Zora and that, and you kind of remembered, oh shit, slingshots on 30. Maybe I need that, and quickly routed in 10 skulls. That was also impressive, but it cost you a big chunk of time.
Yeah, the skulls I think was kind of dumb. I probably should have just rushed King Zora because like I knew that there was a wallet in the graveyard. So the better play was definitely just to rush that and then afterwards get skulls. But I was like, if I'm like going through the woods and everything, like I kind of want to get the skulls if I'm going, and I don't know. I was right by DC and all these other things, and I knew my time of day was about to turn night, and yeah, I kind of just like got baited by that.
And the bait was real. How about you, Killer App? You actually did kind of an unconventional way of farming up rupees to buy that Blue Fire, kind of going back and forth in Darunia's chamber.
Yeah, because I had gotten a while and I still needed the 100, so
In
just
the
thought of the
future,
quickest way to get to 20s.
in the future, I would recommend emptying a bottle and selling a bug to that kid. Can pick up a bug in I think either the graveyard or that garage.
I've done that before. Just like with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, awesome game from y'all. Should we wrap things?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. GG's, and we tear it up in the lower bracket as I think you've done before. So
Yeah, I'll do my best. GG though. Good luck to you in the winners.
yeah, thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.
Well, our next bracket
behalf-
match. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say on behalf of everyone who made predictions, thanks for destroying our brackets.
Thank Rando for doing that.
All right, take us out, Jason.
Our next bracket match on the schedule is this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Dylan Niebel versus Mr. Martin. So that's the next one to look forward to. Next couple days we have not a whole lot going on because of Christmas. So enjoy the holiday break. But seriously, thank you to everyone who joined in for commentary, for tracking, everyone that watched throughout the chat. We couldn't make this happen without any of you here. So huge shout outs to everybody who played a part in this. Engineer and Grant Man, who were our two trackers for today. We'll put their links in there, and everybody else's links, and just links and links and more links, because this is Zelda and we like Link.
And once again, happy Festivus to all, and this has truly been a Festivus miracle.
We are going to raid Spike Vegeta, who is doing that race between Glitchymon and Marco. From what I've heard, they're kind of nearing the end of it. But if you want to see the end and root for them, feel free to join in on this raid. If you don't want to be spoiled and want to watch it from the beginning, well, there's plenty of other things going on, I'm sure. So thank you all.
Leave now.
Thank you all for joining us for tonight. We will see you back on Friday for more of our bracket matches. And take care, everybody. Have a great Christmas and whatever other holidays you may be celebrating.